welcome to TXT this week. This is Amadeus 46 Art. I've got Dane on the mic with me, but before I let him introduce himself, I'm just going to say that we're doing this stream this week for a charity, and we have already actually hit our initial goal of $200. So shoutouts to Swiggin, shoutouts to Kizercrate, shoutouts to Dane, and shoutouts to Starsky. Y'all are amazing for already donating. I've already had to bump up this goal to $500. So shoutouts to you guys. And we're going to bring you some extra. Dane, why don't you tell us what we're doing the charity for this week and introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as Amma said, my name is Dane. The charity we're running this for this week is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We had one of our players ask if we could do something, if we could do a charity like this, and we wanted to have it set up for last week, but we wanted to do this right. So we're here this week. We're here for some good ass excerpt. We're here for some good ass fundraising, and here for a good time.
Yep, and first up, we got Kade versus Muddy. So we're going to see some Leo versus Sin up here first. Now, we got about 30 entrants again. It's always good to see, like, we get in week to week, we still have a consistent number of entrants. Seeing some new faces come through, too, which is really good. I know we just did some matches against Muddy earlier this week. Also, thank you, Cute, for the $30. Really appreciate any donation amount. Small as you can make it, even if you can't afford much. If you can manage to give anything, we appreciate it. But of course, any amount is an amazing amount. So I don't have any cool incentives to try to push people to donate other than begging and pleading. So
absolutely. Now, starting off with this one, we have a West Coast Sin player in Muddy versus the Texas Kade Leo. So now, just kind of starting off slow for a moment, but Muddy's got the first hit, and the first burst is by Kade here. But Muddy's got him back in the corner. It's kind of a bad spot for Kade.
Yeah, I mean, Leo in this matchup is definitely... You're fighting a character that has a lot of range and you don't have a lot of movement. And so this is definitely probably one of Leo's tougher matchups just because of this situation where it's, yeah, how do you get out of this position that you're in?
Yeah. So, Kade is nothing, but I mean, if he can at least take Muddy's burst here, that's a big win. Muddy...
It's got the momentum for it, which is exactly what Leo needs. Just one hit and just maul the opponent.
Oh, that's 6P on the reset. Now you're in party time. Kade kind of burning this meter. Oh, the DP by Muddy.
Oh, but good. He
no
didn't
calories.
Burst. Yeah, he didn't burst, which is really good because he didn't have calories to actually kill him.
Good block on that 5D. So,
not enough HP to go. Unfortunate. I mean, good. Just stable game plan for Muddy there, not bursting, just being patient, letting Kade just kind of run himself out of steam.
Absolutely. So now here we see kind of a reversal of fate there for a moment, where Kade had the corner, but now it's just him back in it.
Oh, Kade fights his way out, forces Muddy to burst that time.
Yep.
Muddy running low on calories here, and that's going to be a punish.
Oh, no.
Not an effective one, but you know what? Sin still doesn't have calories. Doesn't burst, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But he dropped that combo expecting the burst to keep him from getting the calories.
Oh no, just a bit too far away with that burst. It's always a good idea to burst Sin when he's trying to get calories, but just miss space.
Well, we saw Muddy just bait that burst earlier.
I thought!
Dead angle's out, yeah, doesn't make the dead angle safe.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, good H fireball there.
Can't leap over the fireballs, they're a little bit too large for that.
Absolutely. But now, Kade's going into this round, he has a little bit of his burst back, and this is already a good start, that DP whiff from Muddy here.
Counter hit, counter hit standing heavy, Leo, scary button. I like that Muddy double eating on when Leo's on the other side of the screen. I mean, Leo can't really cover that space, so.
Nice block on that overhead. Doesn't block the L comp though. So now from here, Kade just keeps getting put in this corner situation, and Muddy's doing a really good job to corral him to the corner. So now...
Yeah, I mean, last round, Kade was basically able to win by just never getting cornered, but every time he's gotten in the corner, he's having trouble dealing with Sin's pressure. Gets opened up with the overhead. This should be enough to kill.
Yeah, with that burst ride. Burst Voltic. No, I forget the name.
The lighting. RTL, technically.
Yeah, it's RTL. I wanted to say RTL, but...
Yeah,
that's what I remember for obvious reasons. Totally not vain about that. But, going into game 2 here, we're going to have to see how Kade starts to adjust on this one. I liked some of the things he was doing at the end of that round, but...
So the reset to bait the burst, Muddy gives it to him late.
Oh, I was about to
Yeah,
say good block, but gets hit.
Yeah, that 6H of Sins is, sometimes you can mash on it, but I don't think it's an
Oh!
effective mash point. It's very easy for him to frame trap afterwards, so.
That was a really good pickup from Kade there. But now it's Muddy's game once again.
Yeah, and Muddy doing a good job of just going with those falling jump ins and those overheads just to break Kate's charge on the flash kick. But once you do that, you're able to kind of run a little bit more pressure on Leo. Good patience in the corner.
Nice. Now there's the Voltic Dane.
Yeah, there it is. And,
Oh.
just holds down back as, you know,
Yep.
you gotta stand block that still, even with the Voltic
Yep.
Dane on you.
Absolutely. Oh. A little bit of footsies happening,
Yeah.
but then the counter hit Beak Driver into counter hit Jump D.
It's going to be close to stun here, I think. Yeah, it has to
Yeah.
burst. But of course, bursting means you don't land on the ground, so a couple more counter hits, you might actually get stunned. Fights his way out, though.
Absolutely. Oh, the DPs. Kade has been trying to bait out these DPs so much, but what the Beak Driver hit 236H?
You take it because he doesn't get a conversion off of it, right? Like, at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
and there's the stun, finally gets
Yeah.
it. And that's going to be 2-0 for Muddy moving on in the bracket. Kade coming down to losers.
Yeah. Muddy definitely showing up the first time this week and being like, you know, I'm pretty good on the West Coast. Let's see how I fare. And already beats down one of our Quinn and Roth. Why are you two here in this lobby?
Their match is up on stream next, so
Okay.
like, come on over.
Okay.
Already.
That makes sense. All right. Can you hear my dog barking on mic, by the way?
Nah.
That's good. My dog was trying to say hello to somebody on the street, so.
Hi, person on the street.
Yeah. Once again, thank you all for joining us tonight. This will be a fun bracket. Starting to see more and more familiar faces start to show up and be like, yo, I got this shit. I can win TXT.
Just to be sure, OBS didn't crash, right?
Oxy? Oxy's muted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Roth was asking for the good to go because they closed the stream.
Yeah. Sounds
So
good.
anyway, just to shout out real quick while we got a little bit of downtime here, I'll go ahead and I'm going to post the donation link in the Twitch chat here. So again, we're just running this charity to donate for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. One of our players recently had a loss, so we just want to do something to support them and really show up. So if you guys can donate, please go ahead, check out the Tiltify link, and let's try to hit. We already hit our first goal, so we'll just keep going here. Let's see how high we can get this.
Absolutely. But for now, we have Roth versus Quinn, two old NKO folks that have been playing here since basically the beginning from when NKO started, and they're here again for TXT. This is the first time we've seen Roth in a while, too.
Yeah, I think Roth has been entering. They just haven't made it to a stream match, so I wanted to be sure that we get at least them on stream a little bit here. Same with Quinn, too. I mean, both these players have come a long way since when they first started entering and playing.
Oh, absolutely. So now we kind of see Roth in this win condition right here. Two houses in the corner. We're going to have to see how Quentin gets out. And the super?
Reset with the super, but Quentin actually jumps out of it. Doesn't get a punish, though, because the minion's kind of in the way. And just killing off those houses, yeah.
Yeah. So now we're just going to have to see how kind of Quint gets out of it. Houses are gone. This is good for Quint.
That was really good for Quint. Just anytime you block a lot of Jacko's like spinning moves like that, you're kind of playing an RPS of, is she going to set another
nice
house?
Block from Quint. Do they got these? They do got those. That was nice.
They got the setup. Yeah, into the
Oh,
super.
that's dead.
Oh, yeah, just jumped into it.
Quint brings it back from the brink of despair on that first round.
That's super scary as heck.
It really is. All right, nice 6H round start. Roth getting hit by the run-up low. That's how it be. It's the first house set here. Oh, the Shinken whiffs. Oh, mashing out of that command
that
grab.
2P, I mean, a 4-frame move the size of my suite. Really hard to deal with Heyhyun. If Heyhyun doesn't want to get thrown, Heyhyun's not going to get thrown.
Absolutely.
And using that 2P to break the houses, too.
That was really good. Roth has a good idea with setting up that Aegis, but there's no houses or minions to protect, unfortunately. It jumps over the overhead.
It still stops Heyhyun's tuner balls, so it's still worth throwing out there every once in a while.
Oh,
backdash.
Wow.
Roth puts himself in the corner here. Nope.
But with...
Yeah. Nope. Actually, just going mid-screen with this combo.
Yeah.
The knockdown. Oh no, the minion OTG, but Roth is able to convert anyway.
Oh,
And the reset off the OTG hit.
And 6K. Quinn's got all this meter. They had a full stick of butter into a gold burst, but
Roth still there.
Roth
panicking a little bit.
Yeah, no house is up right now, and the tuner ball kind of hitting that one, but Roth might have this. No!
Oh, is able. Unfortunately, doesn't complete the combo.
Unfortunate.
Also, big thank you to Rudy for the $100 donation. Let's go, Rudy. Thank you so much. And also thank you to Anonymous for the $20 donation. Y'all are awesome. I'm going to have to bump up this goal again soon.
We love y'all. Thank you all for pitching in and sharing the link and everything, and just being here in the chat with us. We really do appreciate it. But I also appreciate this game, too, of this set, as we kind of see them feeling each other out again. No big advantages yet.
I mean, Quinn just got to watch out. He's sandwiched in between the house. He manages to 4P out the house, but Roth just drops another one immediately. And I like it. Roth is going for the punishes here anytime Quinn's trying to mash on the houses. Yeah,
Quinn's doing a good job overall. They're kind of getting out and underneath the houses. Oh, 3H underneath the fireball, but Roth,
makes sense.
Those are your houses. Oh, nice air throw. Yeah. Quinn is on one tonight. I love seeing this from their play.
Success.
Nice.
I like
good.
Yeah, crouches under the IID and goes for the close slash.
Oh, super tuner ball. Oh no, Roth, you can't go into that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, that super tuner ball has complete 8-way direction control, so you can't low profile it.
I really like how Quint is using these 2Ps, calling out the 3H at ranges where it's not plus.
Here's the nice DP. Matches out the DP, yeah.
Mercy not really getting anything, though, and now this is a bad spot.
Yeah, has to burst. Oh, but jumps over the fireball.
Into the reset!
Roth! Not holding up back, not mashing 2P on that one.
I just want to say we're at 420 right now, too.
Nice.
Nice. Anyways, we'll have to see if Roth can take another round here. Oh, nice throw from Quint. They've really been doing well in this set so far. We like to see this in their hate team play. But now Roth has started to get something going. Sandwich setups with the minions into the 5D reset.
Resets and the cross-ups. Quint not able to deal with it. Quint gets his burst back, though. Yeah, just backs off and just throws out the fireball just to control that minion spacing.
Yeah.
Destroying the houses. Roth loses some level 3 houses there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Roth had an advantage this round, but Quint, as with almost all these rounds so far, Quint is just holding their ground and gets hit by the command grab.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of damage with that Hellfire. Now Quint's backing off and just, I think, goes for the unblockable.
They're setting up the tuner ball. I like that. I like that idea. You got to kill Roth right here. Nice.
Doesn't want to confirm. Yeah, Quinn's been practicing that unblockable where if you have a projectile out on screen and then super flash, if you're not blocking before the super flash, that projectile's still active. It's still coming at you, so.
Yeah. That's really good. I really like seeing people start to implement those sort of things. But we're going to have to see if Roth can survive because Quint, they're on set point right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Quint's looking real strong, too. Gets the knockdown here.
Yeah.
Goes for the throw after the close slash. Smells blood. Yeah, and Roth gets
the Grandpa Viper. Quint, what are you feeling right now? Oh, okay, that's how you're feeling.
Feel a little bit cheeky.
A little bit full screen shinking. I get that. Now the double tuner balls. Not really getting much out of it.
Oh, Roth execution error there. I think it's the
the overhead.
Finally represents the overhead. And big thank you, A-Line, for the $50 donation.
That was a fun match. Good stuff to Quint in that one.
I mean, really good showing for both these players. Both these players have gotten a lot stronger.
I need to say something before this next match. First of all, you know him, you love him. Blaze, Manny Blaze, TSB Blaze. The Raven is back, and he's here for vengeance. And I'm very excited for this match. He is about to fight the triad that we know and love from this TXT stream. One of Oxy's locals, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So I know Manny, he wanted to get in last week. Obviously, we didn't run a bracket last week, but...
Just so you all know, there are 2 St. Louis Souls in this bracket.
Why? What does St. Louis have with Soul players?
Man? It's Leo most of the time, but now it's Soul. I don't know.
I know it's Leo. But, yeah. Let's see. Manny is a very aggressive player overall. He knows when to play hot and cold, but if you don't control him right, you go into Manny's world. And
I think we're gonna start seeing Manny's world already starting away. Here's the thing about Manny. Before Raven was playable, Manny played Soul. So I think Manny knows kind of what Triad wants to play like.
If I recall correctly, Manny also complains about the Soul matchup.
I mean, it might still be a bad matchup for Raven. He just knows it well.
I mean,
the DP! Nice, let's go.
Have that really good 5k, and I mean, Raven does kind of struggle with characters that can suffocate him.
Yeah.
Raven's not a great character to try to maneuver on, but I mean, Manny already starting with a huge amount of momentum. And just, at this point, backing off. Just, I don't have to go in. I'll just...
Yeah. Nice. Triad has one chance before this round is just over for... Nope, there it is.
On the pain brush there.
So now...
Also, big shout-outs. Thank you, Mondo, for the $100 donation, and thank you, Raylight, for the $50 donation. I'm bumping this goal up to $1,000. Let's see if we can hit 4 digits here.
And we got some other ones, too. Shout out to Pepta. Shout out to AA Landline. Bless you all. Thank you all so much. And bless this 6P into command grab from Manny. And for trying stuff on Wake Up!
And there's the counter hit 5P into the overhead. I mean, really easy confirm with that YRC on that stance, but I mean, just such a great confirm for Raven to have. 25 meter to build a ton of excitement.
Absolutely. So now we're going to have to see what Triad does to kind of come back from this still, because they're still behind. You're still in Manny's world. How do you get out? Not that way, though.
It's Scratch and the confirm, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to study some Raven combos from Manny here. I just love this so much.
Yeah. Oh, nice 6P.
Oh, it wasn't counter hit, though, so it wasn't a confirm. But I mean, at this point, it's like, how do you get past Raven's wall of block? And that's not how.
Nice. Good stuff to Blaze, taking the first game. So now... I say this every week when Triad goes down a game. If you're Triad, there's like levels to the madness, right? How high do you start to go on your levels?
Round start Green Viper?
Round start 5H, I mean...
not yet. 5H is a good button.
Yeah, 5H is actually a reasonable round start there. But Manny was already in stance, so he's got a chunk of excitement. And for Raven, anytime he gets a little bit more of that excitement, he starts doing a little bit more damage. So
yep. So now from here, it's all
throw. Scratch.
Guess so, into the command grab.
I'm assuming there's a real combo there, and he just missed the link from the throw into Scratch, but that's an amazing confirm to know.
Yeah, that is. Master Raven player right here. Yeah,
that's dead. You're dead.
That's dead. That's going to be so many hits.
Yeah, so, I mean, Manny waited until he got himself into the corner, and then went to the command throw, because being in the corner really hides a lot of that startup.
Absolutely. Shoutouts to Akai too. Thank you for tossing some money towards the charity as well.
Oh, gets the wild throw.
Nice.
Goes to the burst safe combo. I like it. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Manny holds on to his burst. Good chunk of damage with that risk build up too.
Yeah.
Oh, misses his dash. Doesn't get the wild throw that time.
Oh, the stance through.
I mean, stances. I mean, you saw though. Manny took a lot of damage though from that because he ended up getting hit a little bit.
But look at how much his excitement is.
That's true. Raven can do a lot of damage here. The problem is Raven's not great at fighting his way out of the corner there. Safe jump with the JH, yep.
Nice.
Overhead.
5D.
This is burst safe because of that.
Yep. And now that's dead. First super with all that excitement. Yeah.
Yeah, you
shake my hand, Triad.
I think you basically get a chance to burst right on the right after the 5D, but after that, no, that's a burst safe confirm.
Nice. Good stuff.
The Manny goes up 2-0. I mean, really great match between the two of them, but I mean, it really happened to see Feral Tabby, and now I have like a real, like another Raven player to be like, yeah, we can learn things.
Yeah. Oh god. Speaking of people very familiar to the TX stream, we have a very familiar Slayer player joining us once again this week. The Minty Green Give versus... We have Super Serious back with their answer this week as well, so I'm excited to see how these two match up.
Yeah, I mean, Super Serious, I think, just got 9th place last week, and they definitely have a very strong Answer. And Answer is a rare character to see. And I mean, we saw last week Minu versus Faulty Defense. And
Yes.
Faulty really showing just like people kind of sleep on Answer because they hear, oh, well, he's low tier. He's a harder character to play, but he definitely has a lot of tech behind him. He's very strong.
Absolutely. So I'm excited to see how these two match up for sure. And kind of just curious to see how wild Give goes against this kind of player. Oh, nice mash out there from Super Serious. Trying to get himself situated. Ooh.
I mean, I can definitely see Slayer having a bit of an issue dealing with Raven's very large forward-moving buttons. But I mean, that sort of whiff punish there is what you want to see.
Absolutely.
Now, Super Serious.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very scary right now. It's counter.
That was a jump out. Oh, the gold burst whiffing though. At least it was gold. Those 5Ps from Give, but Give's got all this meter. Nice 5P mash out.
Yeah, 5P. Very brave with this max risk guard. Can't get hit. Oh, but the OT.
You gotta do something here. I respect it honestly. So now,
went for the counter, just wasn't sure. You know.
Yep. This is round one.
Oh, I beats the JH in the air, does the follow JH his own air throws. Yeah, Super Serious starting to get super serious here.
Nice punish!
And gets the punish to the last hit Resho. Super Serious is just starting to be like, hey, calm down. Dude, just please, calm down. Calm down.
I'm calming. Oh, nice cross up there from Give. Getting a 2D knockdown. Oh, nice baiting out the counter as well. Super Serious thought he was going to be right underneath the scrolls, but it was just a little off.
Oh, like, ooh, trades on the counter, not quite enough. I mean, we've seen the Super Serious is getting their guard bar cranked here, but
absolutely nice
not
4H
quite
there
able.
Yeah, you have to take everything back here. Nice.
Yeah, there's the blitz and delays the follow up. Stuns.
Yeah, I mean, Super Serious had been hit so much that round already. It makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's important to remember against Answer, you have to be representing the tap blitz or even the blitz at all on your wake up.
What's your punish here? Scroll set up.
Scroll into knockdown. Gets crossed up. Tried to walk up under it.
Oh, nice attempt with the command grab there.
Yeah, but Slayer just backdashes away. Gonna get a punish. Chomp. Oh, misses the forward dash on that one. Bonk.
So now, what does Super Serious do to get out of the situation? Because they're very far behind.
5P of Ari though. Yeah, he has to respect this the meter.
Nice blocking here. Super Serious showing they're very defensive when they need to be. If they need to start doing something.
Is a very strong at playing like this slower, safer defensive play. I mean, multiple times have had max out risk bar and didn't immediately explode, so that's really cool to see. Oh no,
that's over. Burst, yeah.
He has a burst. Didn't raid it. Oh, but Cardwire seed.
Oh, that was Cardwire seed. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff to Give, holding it together there right at the end. And so, I think Super Serious can do this. I think they just need to, as always, just not get hit, but they had some of the things going, but that's not a good start.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually pretty hard to contest Answer once he's already on the seals.
Absolutely.
But I mean, if a button's able to do it, it's going to be crosswise, right? So.
Oh yeah, nice 5P mash out there. There is a gap. Oh, the 2H. Oh, that could have been a lot worse for Super Serious.
Yeah, I was going to say, anytime you trade a 2H like that, you count your blessings. Like.
Absolutely. And Give didn't spend meter there to keep himself safe. Going
doesn't make the first though.
Nope. So now, Super Serious. He's got corner and everything, but Give's also got 100 meter, but it doesn't matter when you're stunned.
Hold on. I just want to point out, Super Serious got that counter hit 6H and immediately jumped up and blitzed. And I don't know if that's just like if they have a burst, I'm going to kill them for it.
That might be.
Didn't have a burst to do it, but I wonder if that's just what that was.
Might have just been a fucked up FD too. But it doesn't matter. Who's getting the hit this round? Good block on that pile bunker.
Yeah, just immediately burst the overhead.
That was so weird. Oh, well, the command grab. That's what I love. Izuna draw. Oh, the jump 2K.
Wake up J2K. Not.
Oh, nice.
That might be tech. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd say it wasn't.
I believe it honestly. So now, Super Serious does have the corner here, but you're still getting hit by DOT and Hellfire.
Close that up.
Woof. Woof. All right, so Give's back on set point. Oh,
The 6H, yeah, catches him there. Doesn't quite get the full confirm off of it.
nice block on Helter Skelter.
Jumps out of the bite reset, gets out. Oh, but delays his tech there.
Yeah.
Not again, though.
Azuna drop. Now you get the scroll set up. Oh.
Forward dashes out, but doesn't get the...
Oh, Bio Bunker beating out the scroll move. Oh no, this is really bad. Serious now. Yeah, now you gotta get a little bit more serious. That 5D is gonna do it. Much better setup here.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Because you know you're within death range. Just poking him out.
Nice.
Yep.
Good air throw. Yeah, Gibbs got 100 meter. How's he gonna spend it? He's gonna spend it by not blocking, potentially. Nice IP on the K map, but
trying to be safe.
Oh no, this is over.
Yeah, it's super serious. Just like give me and Gibbs saying no. Yeah, super serious. Definitely getting a little bit overly respectful. Just expect Gibb to go whole hog and Gibb actually lets off the gas. I think a little bit there, and super serious got out.
Yeah, and that was a fun match. I really like Super Serious's answer. I hope to see them compete a lot more often. I like seeing it. But next up, we have Raylight, who is a Wisconsin Sin player, and then Akai, who is a Texas Jam player, one of the TOs. Very familiar friend to NKO, TXT. You see him here all the time. So, how is the Sin versus Jam matchup, Alma? Resident Jam expert here.
I'll say it's an interesting matchup in that if the Sin player knows how to play it right, it can be very tough for Jam to get in. His 3K and his 6P are very tough for Jam to like whiff punish or get through. But at the end of the day, like Jam gets all of her best combos on Sin, and like it's very hard for Sin to kind of like stop Jam from suffocating now. So definitely like a very back and forth matchup.
Okay, I can see that.
Now, Jam's 2D can be very, very strong in this matchup because if Sin isn't relying on that 3K and 6P though, like her 2D will like actually beat out Sin's Far Slash. So
okay,
very hard. Yeah, we see Raylight somewhat familiar with the matchup. Me and him have definitely played a lot. So you see that 3K coming out from him there, and kind of already getting the momentum against Akai. Ooh, tries to go for the reset, but Akai already back, and that's not what you want to trade. There's the 3K though.
Yes, Java. You're excited for the 3K as well, I know. But now, kind of both already spent their bursts this round, so next hit's going to do some damage, especially if you get hit by meaty 2H.
Akai just going to recharge up the Gekyun again.
Nice.
Goes to Karageki, yeah, wasn't ready to block it, but Ray drops your combo on Sin.
Unfortunately.
Akai, I've been out here saying Sin's the easiest character for Jam to combo, and here you are, please. Son.
I was just feeling the pressure, and this puffball is going to pressure... I didn't have a good segue on that one, but Akai going up this first round, the first game here. So now we're gonna have to see what Raylight does to overcome the the Jam. That's not a good start though.
Yeah, wasn't confident in the PK on that. Yeah, Raylight just caught out in the corner now. What are you gonna do against this Jam pressure? Abari's out with the 2K.
Nice. Finally
just escaped the
nice 3K.
And there's the run up 3K. Yeah, so good. I mean, just to lock Jam down, and yeah, you see her jump 6B.
Yep.
Raylight looking really good here now. Gets the Voltic Dane out. Yeah, just goes with the lows. Akai mashing something to get out.
Yep.
I like this. Yeah, just gets RCs to get a combo to knock down to get the food. And yeah, gets in a little bit too close. And Akai goes for the eat. And Beak Driver closes it out with the far slash. Akai just backed by the mid.
That's how it
Raylight
goes.
looks really strong here.
Yeah. Now tied up for this first game. Raylight has definitely been working on their Sin. I like the improvements that I'm seeing.
Yeah, the dash 3Ks are really throwing Akai off. Every time Akai is trying to like approach or get moving, he's just getting caught out by these 3Ks. Now just here being a little bit more patient in the corner, getting a knockdown.
Oh no!
Oh no! And
nice going over the far slash though.
Yeah, that's the risk of going for any button other than 3K here. Is like sometimes Jam just gets past the far slash pretty easily.
3K, and the first time you do 5K,
you get punished.
Under it.
Just keep pressing 3K.
Yeah. Go keep. Oh no! Now Akai's got a good spot to come back here.
Yeah, Akai's got a lot of resources. Oh, but doesn't get the meaty there.
No.
Raylight sniffs it out. Oh, but doesn't get the. Isn't ready to punish the tech. All right.
Yep.
Guy with a lot of meter here. What's he going to burn it on?
Yeah, you gotta. I don't even know what you burn it on here. You gotta burn it on something, though. You don't want to die with a full stick of butter. Dead angle? Oh.
Goes with the old Dane. I think he really wants to, but he's waiting on a good Abari, though.
Oh,
Saves
nice
it.
5K. Nice jump H as well. Roll reversal here. Raylight's got low.
Oh, it was out! Yeah,
that was almost
scary
so
going for that
bad.
Geki.
Oh,
And the air throw!
throw!
Raylight goes up game 1.
Let's fucking. That was a good,
Yeah, I mean, we
that was
saw
a
that
good first
early
game.
on. Akai represented the Karageki there on Raylight, caught him out on it. Raylight was ready for that game. He saw, yeah,
yeah.
you have your Get Green card. I know it.
Absolutely. Holy cow. All right. Akai, what do you do here? What do you do to get back into it? Bar slash
You-
6H, good round
He
start.
did a great combo. Unfortunately, I think there was a bit of a lag jump there, so you couldn't get the full conversion there. But still a good scenario for Jam here. I mean, you have the corner.
Oh no.
Mashing after the 3K and wake up
Wake up
parry.
parry.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, good 5K from Raylight there, though. I really like how he's using these buttons, but Akai almost getting something started. Unfortunate.
He's got a lot of life lead and a lot of meter, but this might be enough to kill. Not
Oh,
quite.
no.
Wow, whiffs. Just whiffs, but I mean, still such a great position to be in right now, right? Especially
Yeah,
since it has
absolutely.
very low calories right now. Yeah, it has to eat.
Oh no. Getting counter hit by 6P, but it doesn't matter if you don't kill.
I get the cross up into 6K out. Alright,
So
Akai
now-
good. Fighting back here.
Yeah. Oh, 3K round start.
Run start 3K. Let him know.
Nice tech jump H there. Oh, that's good for Akai.
Yeah, just max charge
Max
there. at that range.
Ryujin.
Alright, now you have the gun on deck. What do? You don't have D in the air and get hit is what you do.
Apparently.
Yes.
1-2D is going to be good damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
you see there,
never mind.
Raylight now just throwing at the 6 feet. Kind of like what we saw was Super Serious versus,
Yeah.
just like now they're so focused on this one thing.
Oh, Ryujin.
Doing it.
So now. Oh, the jump D counter hit into the Voltic Dine.
Raylight
Da
going on
Voltic
to-
Dane, that's my own name.
It's your own name, buddy. Yeah, it's spelled different.
Oh, Raylight on set point now. So now, Akai, you got one last chance.
Oh, goes to the
Geki.
Oh, but doesn't. Yeah, unfortunately, too
little
far
too
away
far.
from there. Yeah.
Nice burst there, but still gets hit by the falling button from Raylight. Raylight doing really well this set.
Raylight out of meter here.
Oh,
Gets
6H.
counter it. Yeah.
Oh,
Wants to
yeah.
burst that.
That was a good spot.
Watch your
Oh,
legs
not-
there. That 3K
Yeah,
is
not
low.
watching your toes. Twice. Oh, nice
Oh yeah, gets
parry.
parry after the.
Yeah.
Akai's
Now-
starting to represent the parry a little bit more, and
Oh.
oh, that's a big counter. This is gonna
Oh.
be death.
Yeah. Bow?
Oh, this is stunned. If he whiffs, you can mash out. Please be mashing out.
Oh,
no! Raylight, never give up.
Never give up.
1-1. Yeah, if Jam stuns off the bow, there is not enough time for her to get a full actual combo. Even if you whiff it, if you can, if you're mashing at all, you
Yeah.
can easily mash out a stun before it comes out. So now Akai definitely representing a little bit more of parry. So yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more lows out of Raylight here.
Yep. Now.
The way with the card.
Yep.
Oh, it just runs into the beat driver.
That's so unfortunate for Akai, but Raylight still is in a good position.
I mean, Raylight here just going to these lows over and over, and Akai's just eating them. Akai,
Yeah.
please block your ankles.
Oh no.
He's woken up and gets DP'd on.
Okay. First time in a couple rounds where that's worked. So now Akai's got this knockdown into another Geki
And
card.
angles out immediately, yeah. And just empty into the low because, yeah, I
yeah.
see you mash and parry.
Yeah, Akai, these parries are not working, my friend.
Yeah,
And that's
Akai-
also a low. Set point once again for Raylight.
And this time, both Raylight's got a burst going into it. Akai's going to get it back quick. Yeah, the backdash
Nice
is
stage.
going to get a whiff punish on that 3K.
Oh, nice Geki there.
Oh,
6H
yeah,
counter
immediately
hit.
burst that because, yeah, that's a big counter. You don't want to be giving Jam those.
I like Akai's movement now. Akai just
And
isn't
there it
staying
is,
on the
though.
ground.
So hard to get in. And the 6P, yeah, going to be an easy confirm here for Raylight.
Absolutely.
A little bit too high.
So now, oh,
Getting out DP.
still once again, Akai is just blocking high.
Ooh, tried to get a cheeky eat out there and got counter hit for it.
Oh, 5K.
Oh,
Up.
combo.
Forbidden mix. The puffball. Okay,
Raylight
this is
fired
bad for
first.
Raylight.
Yeah, this should be death pretty easily here. Just get into the
Yeah.
TQ. There we go.
Nice, good stuff. Into the Geki card ender. Yeah. Set point, final game, final round. Who's gonna crack? At first, it's a Kai once again, just getting hit by these lows.
Yeah, and Raylight's got these combos on. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry, Raylight.
Why would you say it? Why would you say it? So now, oh, the Geki calling out the 2S.
These Abari 2S is not working out for him. He's got to not do it. There you go. Goes to the 3Ks.
The 3Ks are working. Don't stop. But now these Puffball whiff punishes into
that's
the...
not good.
Oh.
This is enough to kill. No,
Just too far away.
Oh, trying to get a little bit greedy with the blitz, and this should be enough to kill
that's dead.
Yeah, Kai. Bring it back, but
Is it gonna
Raylight
kill?
definitely giving him the business for it.
Nice.
Good showing from both players there. I mean,
I thought Raylight had that, honestly. But Akai just not cracking at the very end. Yeah.
Next week, Raylight. Oh god, don't worry. I
Absolutely.
trust Raylight next week.
All right. So next up, we're going to have Puddles versus Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter, if you're in the chat, I called you. Where you at?
Yeah, Mad, please. Let's get the. We can also get.
I'll go ahead and call the next match after this.
And in the meantime, again, please, I'll post the link in chat. We are doing a charity drive here. We are doing a charity drive for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Oh, he's coming. Okay.
One of our players did suffer a loss recently, so we do really want to be blowing this charity up, and we want to be donating a lot to them for just to get it out there, just to try to help anybody in need. And of course, if you're ever in one of those spots where like you're just like really down in one of those dark areas, please remember people out there care about you. I know it can be hard to call yourself out of there, but like if you're in this Discord, if you're listening to us, we're always going to be there for you to listen to. So please go ahead, go donate. I should actually, while we got a little bit of downtime here, I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple dollars in here. So we'll be sure to get this going for everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mad Hatter, if you look in the stream queue, I've at you twice in that channel. There is a stream link above there.
Yeah.
I know some people turn off ads.
Yeah,
it's in the stream
Discord,
channel. Just check it out.
Yeah, just please, people, when you join the Discord, make sure you keep those ads on. I know I do a lot of everyone's on like tournament days and everything, but like it helps us make sure that like we can be sure to hit you up. So
perfect. So now we're gonna have a Ram versus Zato matchup here.
And thank you, Shay, for the $20 donation, by the way. It means a lot to us. Any amount is a great amount to see donated. And we're currently at $705. My initial goal for here was $200, so it's really cool to see this.
Hell yeah. I'm shouting you out too, Amma. Thank you for your donation as well. But now, we're going to thank you for this cool match that we have here with Mad Hatter and Puddles, but Puddles whiffing their burst already against Zato. That's not good. Eddie Meter is just coming back up too into the Dead Man's hand.
Yeah, it wasn't ready for the Dead Man's hand. They're getting caught out in the corner. Yeah, double jumps to avoid the throw, but ends up killing Eddie somehow.
Yeah. Don't really know how that works. I think Puddles still just needs one hit. That's all Ram really needs.
I mean, burning all their meter though on some wire seeds there. That's really not a great look.
Yeah.
Not where you want to
be. Again. But Mad Hatter, from what I remember playing them, they do like going for these command grab points at one point, but I really like how they're playing this one so far. Slow, steady, wins the race. Oh, nice. Puddles finally getting the first hit, but the blitz. And Mad Hatter takes the first round.
Looking really strong here. I mean,
absolutely.
We've definitely had, in this bracket the past couple of weeks showing up with their Zato, but good to see like more than a few Zatos here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, the way out with the far slash, yeah, and Eddie locking down Ramethal, forcing the Sword to kind of go away, and goes for the command throw. Basically did all that Eddie pressure just to force Puddles to the corner, and then went for the command throw to get some Eddie back. Puddles ready to fight back to the other corner now.
Yeah. Oh, Puddles. Yeah.
Burning the meter, yeah, to avoid the drill there, kind of get to the next step in that sequence.
Oh, nice block on that overhead, but you're still in this corner.
And the Rising JP though killed Summon, gave him ability to move out.
Whoa, the jump D counter hit into the Nobiru, to the Nobiru reset.
Yeah, but I mean, Puddle's not falling for these tech traps into air throws, though. That's really, really important for them, just giving themselves an extra like chance to live here.
Mad Hatter trying to 2P out, but just too far away, and the far slash whiff punish led to this whole situation.
Oh, with the low, unfortunate here.
Yeah.
And thank you, Muddy, for the donation here. Really, again, really appreciate it. Comment, love yourself and play Guilty Gear. I believe it.
Hell yeah. That's what we like to hear. And what I like to see, too, is Mad Hatter getting... Oh, no!
Oh, the wake up cold burst, I mean, yeah, this is your chance. Run in and do as much as you can with Eddie out on the field. Unfortunately, it's thrown into the corner.
Yeah,
you have 50 meter. How do you want to spend it? Blocking all this auto pressure here, blocks the fuzzy.
No!
Doesn't block the 5D at the end, though. That was the important thing to block, because now he's going to have Eddie back.
Yeah, Puddles just crouching into the namesake at the very end.
Kills Eddie there, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to see Puddles still has... kills Eddie again with the Daro.
Summon Eddie to take the hit from get the punish on Puddles coming in on him. Yeah,
Mad Hatter still had the burst, and Mad Hatter still also may get their burst back if Puddles hits them enough. Oh, nobody were killing the sword set. Oh
no!
Now this is bad.
Yeah, this is exactly what Puddles needed to
No
close out this
meter,
round.
no burst. Oh, I like these situations. I like this.
Reset.
Yeah.
Blocks the low.
Oh, doesn't block the overhead.
Oh, the overhead. Yeah, that's just a knockdown though, so that's not a death.
Nice mash out with the bar splash.
Break the log to get out of the corner here. Covering all these sword angles.
Oh, the air throw.
Air throw?
Oh, no, doesn't block the gold burst though. Now you gotta deal with
you know what?
this.
Please chip. I just going to try to chip, but Eddie can fly. Eddie just flies away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has to block the sword.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
He's
a
got
burst,
his
though.
burst back. Gonna do a burst save confirm here. Not gonna have enough to kill.
Woo.
This isn't gonna kill, I don't think.
No.
No, not if
But
he
the
bursts
5
like that.
Ps are the 4 Ps from Puddles. Holding on till the very end as Mad Hatter was...
didn't believe in their zero guts character, but
By the way, there were 3 seconds on the timer.
I
yeah,
know.
exactly. There were 3. I don't think Puddles actually had enough time to kill
No,
Zato there.
that gold burst killed Mad Hatter, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, but the overhead.
Yeah, delayed.
That's got to be tilting.
Bit.
Oh,
And the
no.
bad first Hatter maybe a little bit shook after that round ended that way.
Absolutely. Delayed overhead. Yeah, this first round is a wrap. Puddles going up set point for being on the brink of destruction that previous game. So now, Mad Hatter, what do you do to adapt here?
Not looking great for them right now, yeah. And I mean, Puddles has also made their adaptation to the pressure here too. Like, you notice that delay on the overhead here. They're like caught on that Mad Hatter's really good at blocking and fuzzy blocking the strings. So just just a little bit of throwing off the timing just to kill that fuzzy blocking.
Yeah.
And a quick double perfect, I think this is gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on from it.
Yeah. Mad Hatter didn't even get their burst back. That's what happens if you whiff your burst sometimes.
I think spent all your gas on game 1, and I mean, it happens.
Absolutely. Good set between those two.
I mean, great set, yeah.
Bracket
Both
here.
playing great here, but next up we're gonna have Swiggin versus Brendan. So we're gonna have Dizzy versus Venom coming up here.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see this one. I know these two have matched up before, but the Dizzy versus Venom matchup is pretty interesting to me, and I enjoy watching it, and from the little I've playing it as well, so curious to see how they end up in this one.
And I'm not quite sure how this matchup goes. I believe it's fairly good for Venom, but I'm not sure actually.
From what I've been told, it's the same. Also, shout out to TSB. Yer. Thank you for the donation.
Thank you so much for the $50 donation. Y'all are awesome. Go support TSB. They're bringing Exer back on the East Coast too, so make sure to check them out.
So now we have Swiggin here with Dizzy in the corner. But Brendan not able to get anything started just yet. Yeah, some of the strengths that Venom has in this matchup is that his zoning is better than Dizzy's, which is how he sets balls.
Yeah,
Dizzy can outpace him in damage from the little, I understand. But yeah, you can see here Swiggin is just playing to slow, patient, neutral, and Brendan is just not getting anything going.
Yeah, it has all the meter in the world. Approaching Venom, who's holding down back and has 25 meter. Very hard thing to do. I mean, you're just dealing with Stinger, YRC, and
Yeah.
anything else he can do. Oh, gets the 4H mash.
Oh. Goes over Dizzy 6P there too. And
Oh, that's a real nice D-fish in front of you. Don't mind if I just set the ball.
Yup. Oh,
Tried to teleport out, but yeah, Dizzy. Brendan here doing a good job of just locking down Swig and keeping him from getting out of any of these pressure situations, but finds his way out, starts his pressure.
Yep. Oh, nice. I really like the way that Swiggin is using their buttons in this matchup. Gets clipped by 2D, unfortunately. Doesn't get thrown, but does get hit by the fire bubble.
Yeah, I didn't even see when Brendan got a chance to hit the fire bubble to pop it, and I don't think Swiggin did either. Just thought they were safe once they started hitting.
Yup. So now, final round of the first game. Oh, goes over the 6H.
Oh,
Does not go over the second 2P or 6P though.
yeah, how does it feel if I didn't care with a good 6P Venom?
But now Swiggin kind of still in a fine spot here, like a little down on life, but like Brendan hasn't gotten anything started. So now,
anytime Dizzy's not really like already doing Oki, Dizzy's not really necessarily happy with the current game state, right?
nope.
Like, her buttons are good and her zoning's good, but of course Venom has arguably better buttons and arguably better zoning, so...
Oh no! The FD break! That happens to me all the time.
Goes for the neutral Ice Spike YRC.
Yup. Blocks the 2H. Blocks the Firefish.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what Brendan wants. Just knock down in the corner, time to do Dizzy things. 2K a whole bunch, what
Nice
are you gonna
FD to get her out. Doesn't get the 4S follow-up there.
Tries Carcass to...
Oh, that's dead.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I lied. One more hit.
And the trade, yeah.
That works. That was so unfortunate. Swiggin had a good idea there with just doing neutral tech into 2K, but the fire wheel covering that angle. Weirdly, that angle. But Brendan's scraping by and winning that first game. We're gonna have to see how Swiggin adapts from here. Getting hit by that bubble's bad, though.
Yeah, getting caught, was blocking low and got caught by the JS.
Yup. So now... Oh. Brendan basically giving up pressure and Oki there due to a misinput, but Swiggin will take the burst and kills the Firefish as well. Brendan has no meter, but you don't need it if you can find an opening.
Oh,
the teleport!
Fire Pillar, I like that.
Yeah.
Really awareness. Knew that they could get past Dizzy zoning.
Yeah.
That struggle gets in.
Oh, Swiggin's Venom is so cool. So now Mad Struggle, Ender,
God,
Dark Angel. Hold this mix up.
All that instant blocking to really build that meter, but unfortunately immediately burns it on FDing.
I like that jump D though to catch out Brendan from doing anything in the air. Oh, yeah, and now...
I really like what Swiggin has really adjusted their setup of like, hey, I know you have a good 6P, but I'm just going to move in a way where you're not confident with 6P my jump-ins, and I'm going to be covering them with the ball as well, so that way you can't be summoning things.
Yep. Oh, that's 6H.
Yeah, I think Swiggin's just really trying to sniff out and beat that 6P to make sure Brendan's just hesitating a little bit more. Unfortunately, dropping combos ain't how you want to do it. Yeah, YRC to make that safe.
Yep.
Fire Pro.
That's how it be. So now... Fire Spike?
No, doesn't bait the burst though.
So now... Oh, the IAD out for countering 6P. I love that shit.
And the blitz into the throw, yeah, I like that. Just runs up and throws right. Again, not blitzing back though. Caught in the corner here, gets Dizzy pressure.
Nice block.
Has to FD in the air. Oh, but actually returns to the ground fast enough, gets under into the 4S, gets to punish.
So now... Swiggin really just using these 6Hs to try to lock down Brendan, just like that. 6P into 6H with the ball set, true combo.
Yeah, and Swiggin gonna go bring this 1-1.
Yeah.
I've decided I'm calling this Dizzy color palette the Arish Kegel Dizzy.
No worries, we're all set up here. So now final game. Oh, doesn't get the hit on the fire bubble. That one takes a little longer to set up. Oh, going through the
ball.
Hell yeah. Having a
I don't know if that was a planned thing, but it was cool nonetheless. We'll give it to you.
Yeah. The Mad Struggle whiffing a little bit thanks to that. But oh, that was so weird, blocking the wrong way to the cross up from Brendan.
The knockdown.
Yep. Nice
throw
throw
break.
tag.
Yes, we can come in awake saying like, hey, I see where you like to do your throws. I'm
Yep.
gonna throw you.
The Ice Spike Abare. So
Yeah, I
now
gave up the last minute meter for it.
So now this is gonna be I commentator cursed it.
Yeah, it gives out the last bit of meter to play some more neutral. What are they gonna do? The IAD.
Yep, that was definitely gonna be a Stinger YRC, I believe. from the way Venom stood up there. And now Brendan on set point. Oh, yeah, stopping just before the bubble goes. And now Swiggin going back to this very controlled neutral state, but letting Brendan get out of the corner. Brendan very bravely going into that charge ball, but getting all these situations right.
Yeah, that Dizzy JD not really knocked down, but Brendan being ready for it, going for the air throw on the tech.
Nice. Nice confirm into this corner pressure now, but the Abare Ice Spike is working out for Brendan really well.
Of course, yeah, both players now. Yeah, Swiggin has the meter advantage here, so they're just going to spend it on the Stinger Wire Seed just to get the turn going. But of course, now they want to, if they can, why not? Just why burn the meter?
Yep. So now, oh,
Teleport catches the backdash.
Unfortunately, that 6H is going to be a stinger.
Get 6H pushes Venom's hurt box into the fireball though.
Oh, that jump H was so good, but gets caught by the ice spike. Oh, Trolley trying to throw back that time and gets caught by that
throw off the fish. I don't think this is going to be enough to kill, but this is not a great situation. Like
that was a
block.
Yeah, that was a fuzzy, but it was just too far away, and Brendan gets the hit.
Yeah, so that is 2-1 for Brendan, moving on with the bracket.
Absolutely.
But next up, we got...
Yeah, I'll let you introduce this next one.
We got... Okay, so just so y'all know, that was our last match of Winners Round 2. We're in Winners Quarterfinals. So to start off Quarterfinals, we're going to got a show for you. We got Crocs and Socks versus Give. We're going to have a Slayer mirror match for y'all, alright?
Everyone should be very excited for this.
I am always excited for Slayer mirrors.
You know what? I'm just gonna say I'll donate $15 for every burst DOT I see. All right, let's do it.
All right. So now we need a burst DOT from one of you two. Give
preferably
Crocs. Yeah, preferably multiple. Oh, the 2D footsies from Crocs. Crocs' Slayer movement is so fun to watch. Not to play against because it's just so good.
Crocs is one of the Slayers that I most associate. I see him actually do 5k into IADs afterwards, which isn't really a Slayer thing you think of, but Crocs really makes it work.
Absolutely, because it's the last thing you think of, because you're always just thinking about his grounded movement and the dandy stuff. Into the unblockable.
Into the undertow.
That's not burst DOT, that's just DOT. It
doesn't have a burst, but it works.
It works. On this wallet is safe so far, but that's only the first round. Oh, the 2H calling out the forward dash. Crocs getting a 2D knockdown here. How's he going to do it? 2K meaty into the under pressure. EDC out of the 2K that time. To the Ed Slate. Into the Abare 2D from Give. These oh, but you're losing to Crosswise heal. The 6P, but no confirm. The 2D
burst there on that one.
Oh. The 6P?
And we're getting to guilty here. No, goes
come on, burst DOT!
There's one.
$15.
All right, there's one. There's one right back at you, buddy.
Where's the Slayer pick of burst?
You have another 50. Why didn't you just do it again? I don't know why people don't listen to me. I'm right.
I don't know either. That's a 5K right there. The Crocs taking that round as well. So we're up to $15. So now, starting off with the Mappa, so the 6H pressure. It's like the Crosswise Hero bar.
Both players just gotta. They're just playing just outside of the 5K range. Like, no, you do something.
This is the most footsies I've seen in the Slayer mirror in a while, honestly.
In fairness, this is the most footsies I see out of Slayer in a while.
That's also true. Now Croc's getting a hit with that counter hit 6H. So the It's Late trying to bait out a DOT there, I believe. 6P meaty. Driv is not blocking.
Base the burst, yeah. Croc's gonna take game one.
Absolutely. So now, yeah, Crocs takes game one. Crocs is on the left and his traditional bubblegum Slayer. But now, start off with 2D. And this pressure Give's starting to crack a little bit. The Socks with the Crocs are a little too much for him.
Gold burst into my yeah, I got that too, buddy.
Why did that make me laugh? The DOT!
Oh, the DOT threw it!
Oh my god! Meaty DOT. You won't do it. You won't do it. You won't do it right here. There's no way. coward.
Dash up just yeah, he didn't. You're right. He didn't meet DOT.
Him taking the first round of the game again, but the crosswise beating out Crocs'
Thank
bandy
you.
step options.
Thank you, Home Depot Temkin, for donating $4.20 for the very nice number there. That also puts that as at $769.20.
Let's go. Nice. And so now Give is also playing nice this round. As he had a good position, but now it's all away. Everything I was about to say out the window with this pile bunker as well. But throws the
Wake
reset
up throw off the
under pressure. But the gold burst
gold
again. Okay, Crocs. Come on. Even if it gets you to lose, first DOT. No.
Oh,
okay.
well, he's still around down, right?
I mean, he's still around down. To be fair.
Shoutouts to Brandon Miller for the $9, and thank you Data Zigbar for the $50. Shoutouts to you guys. We're getting close to our $1,000 goal, and I'll bump it up.
Holy shit.
Let's see how far we can go, right?
Yeah, exactly. Might as well shoot for the stars. But right here, Crocs is getting all the pressure. I think Crocs is trying to kill with another burst DOT. Oh, yep.
Yeah, that was a burst DOT.
That was.
I did. Please do your input, Crocs. We believe in you.
I believe in you, Crocs. You have wire. You have 50 meter. Just do it. It doesn't even have to kill. It doesn't even have to
there,
kill.
and they would have been able to burst actually.
Oh, unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a funny way to end the sub.
I saw the super flash and I just remembered. Oh yeah, that moves forward because the IAD. So Crocs wins 2-0, but thank you, Mop. Mop with the comment, video games with the generation. That was video games. That 100% was video games.
Absolutely. And so for this next set, we're going to have Akai stepping back up onto the plate, but this time against a Kai player once again. Shoutouts to when Kizzer came out a couple weeks ago and played Akai. And now we have Frost here to do Kizzer's dirty work once again, beating these Jam players down into the lower bracket with Kai. Frosted is a Florida-based Kai player, plays a pretty defensive neutral overall, so I'm curious to see how Akai stacks up against him.
And I say, if you learn how to fight Kai with Jam, you learn how to fight a lot of characters, so.
True. So now, I don't think I've seen these two play before, so I'm curious to see how this one goes.
One thing I know about Frost is really good at the anti-airs. It's actually scary how good Frost can be with the anti-airing. He was actually the Kai player that I'll say, like, I started just to charge IID, I charged DP in just to use a neutral.
Yeah, I understand. Nice throw pressure here from Frosted.
Yeah.
To the meaty mids.
Keeping this all airtight too, so that way Jam can't struggle her way out here.
Yeah. Akai bursting, but this is pretty bad. That's a big deficit, and you're just now getting resources. If you can get Frosted to burst, this is a win for you. Yeah, there it is.
Burst.
Oh. Starting to clip Frosted a little bit, though.
Yeah, I mean, getting caught out here, but not really stopping the stun edges. And I mean, you gotta respect the stun edge wire C. Catches the backdash.
Oh, catching the tech buttons, too. Oh, the 2H.
That was very strange. The 2H actually went the wrong way. Backdash. That's not gonna get punished.
That was.
I've never seen that before.
All right. Oh, thank you, Oxy, for the 420.
Yeah, thank you for the $4.20.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, so now what's also nice is Frosted's got this corner position right here. Kai mashing on the split seal.
Oh, with the delay air dash, yeah, and then reset into a low.
So now, it's got all this pressure.
Oh,
the 6H though.
Mashes the 6H out, gets a little bit of wall. Don't know what the dust button was supposed to be, but I don't think it was a 5D.
No.
I mean, Frost doesn't really have meter here, but they're just
gone. Why would you reset a Kai?
Yeah, it drops the combo, unfortunately, because that's going to let Frost get all the way to the full screen here. And yeah, going to wire see that.
Nice jump back on that. Frost was trying to
burn all that meter, too.
Oh,
and can't burst that, yeah.
Nope.
Had to burn all that meter since he fell into the charged stun edge and had to block out all those grounded normals.
Yeah. I like watching.
Oh, let's
Frosted
make
play
sure. I'm not
cons.
sure if we called out Data Zigbar for this one, but he did donate $50.
Yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, I got him. Again, shout out to today's Zigbar. I saw you donate earlier the $50, but shout outs again.
Oh, and that was a good puffball counter hit here for Kai.
Gets you your puff puff, gets you the card up. Best thing you want to see.
Oh, good Abare 2K
Yeah,
there
mate.
from Frosted.
Roth just being nice and patient there, blocking the puffball. That's gonna get anti-aired.
Yeah. So now Frosted looking very clean, but getting
Shoots
hit by the
the gun.
Ryujin.
Yeah, but shoots the
Back
gun,
dash
doesn't
is
get
low.
anything off of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
dead angle out, burn the meter. Goes for the puff puff and the pressure. Frost lets him
Yeah.
get away with it. All right, there's the dash through. Not gonna get a knockdown from this. Actually bursts out of it.
Yeah. This is looking a little rough for
And
Frosted.
that's how you
but-
deal with that. I mean, unfortunately, I think Frost just didn't quite get the air throw on that reset there because unfortunately Jam was behind on that the lightning. But I mean, Frost is showing. Frost has fought Jam before. Frost,
Absolutely.
you're gonna have to be a little bit more. Can't run the same mix-up twice on.
No. And so, what do we got from Kai right here, though? Oh,
Up
good
throw.
throw.
Yeah, can't really do much on Okizeme though. Off of the throw.
No.
Holds onto his meter. Gonna get paid.
Yeah, Akai's starting to get
I
resources
come alive
here, though.
yeah. I mean, and Akai, of course, has represented the Ryujin once, so now Frost has got to, like, look
The
for it
gun!
right there. The TK Ryujin plowing through everything. Burns the meter, though. Doesn't get any confirm off of it.
Good IAD out of the corner by Frosted here.
Yeah, burn.
Good jump
immediately
D
burst.
stop sign. Akai's got no meter, but it doesn't matter if you get a throw. Isn't going to be a knockdown, but...
Burst that to avoid the
Oh,
knockdown.
actually, wait, there was going to be a knockdown. He's got a Genki
Yeah.
card. My bad.
And the reset off
Yeah.
of it. Gonna count.
Nice.
Gotta mash out of that. Shoutouts to Quinn, by the way, for the 69 nice donation.
Thank you, Quinn. Thank you so much.
We're going to go ahead and bump this up. We are $911. So I'm going to go ahead and bump up this goal to $1,500. Let's see if we can hit that.
I am just so happy to see the extra community
Yeah,
coming
I-
out and helping support us.
Blown
in this.
away.
Y'all are the best, really. Thank you so much. And so now, Frosted is here to kind of keep Akai in this corner.
Yeah,
that's some
that's not-
damage.
Yeah,
It's a good
counter hit
knockdown.
5H is not what you want to give Kai. You never want Kai to get the counter hit 5H. Just going to burn the meter to keep him jammed in the corner here.
Yup. Kai, how do you get out? Just like that, I suppose.
Oh, but Kai's beautiful. Kai is beautiful.
Kai's
Ladies
pretty.
and gentlemen.
Oh no. The theme song. Akai.
It's on power. Yeah, has to burst.
Akai. Oh no, the 5P whiffing on the jump page.
Yeah, Kai too
Woo!
beautiful for Jam. Jam has the vapors, and that's gonna send Akai down to the lower bracket there.
Yup.
That is good showing from both players though. I think Akai Frost definitely showing their experience with the Jam matchup, and Kai just kind of hard to walk away from that one too. It's frustrating to lose against Kai as Jam, I will say, but definitely just one of those matchups where it do be that way sometimes.
It absolutely do, especially when I think Akai has like some good things to take away from that matchup though, especially against a player like Frosted, because Frosted played that really well. So you can kind of look back in the future and be like, okay, how did I get killed?
Yeah.
Like Frosted's win con is getting the big anti-air, and like, he did that a lot.
So we got Puddles versus Yosagi here. So we got Remothal versus Johnny. Now Yosagi, first time entering this week, and of course Puddles really showed up and really shown off the past couple weeks. So
Yeah. Yosagi is a good Johnny player who's been on the net play scene for a little bit. So I know these two have played quite a lot. I know that Yosagi gave Puddles the Johnny experience, but will that experience be enough to let Puddles win this time?
oh, unfortunately misses the Y-hander knockdown.
Oh no.
And big shout outs to Salty Hash for the $100 donation. We love you guys. Keep it coming.
Thanks, y'all. Thank you so much. So now, Puddle's getting out of this corner, but not enough. Yeah. That was a good blitz out of Puddles there, but just not enough to get a hit on that round. Oh, the Mistofiner hitting Puddles right there, and Yosagi's kind of running away with this once again. I imagine this is not a fun matchup for Ram, but as with most Ram matchups, if you can get somebody into corner, it's party time, but Yosagi does not want to go there. He says, no, this is my corner spot, not yours. Gets the miss!
It's unblockable!
Oh gosh. Yep, now
Puddles
into
just,
coin.
overspect a little bit, let the Yosagi get away.
Yep, that's...
Yeah, that-
Oh my god. I
That's
thought
3
that was gonna
seconds
whip.
of wall stick. Alright, I know Zvi didn't enter the bracket this week, but Yosagi's still giving us Jonathan Guilty Gear.
Jonathan... Coin, guilty gear.
Jonathan, coin, walk away for a bit and get back to you. Guilty Gear.
Teabag, guilty gear. No, Yosagi didn't teabag there. But he could have. It's a long wall stick. It never feels like 3 seconds. It always feels like 10 seconds, I'm gonna be real.
I mean, 3 seconds in the fighting game.
Is
Look at this
forever.
counter, it is 10 seconds.
That's fair. So now... yeah, Puddles is just not able to get anything going. Yeah,
Oh, no.
nice attempt on the burst, but it doesn't matter because Yosagi is just reading their soul.
I mean, it's so hard to burst against Johnny that it's just like...
Absolutely. You gotta try something. And bursting coin is often is usually a very good time to, because you want to deny him coins.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's just so hard to make that safe. And baits
I was
the burst. I
saying?
mean, Puddles is really good at just baiting burst, which you have to be as Rambleball. You
Yeah.
give your opponent a lot of bursts, you learn.
The
what to-
dead angle, Jonathan Guilty Gear dead angle, getting Yosagi out of that situation. And Yosagi still got 50 meter. You're still dead.
Yeah, that was a great frame trap off the 5K into the 5H there. I mean, just waited just a little bit, just enough for Puddles to have enough of a chance to press a button to get the counter hit.
So now, Puddles had the right idea. Yeah, just get Yosagi to the corner. Yosagi doesn't have meter or burst this time. This is Puddles' playtime. Clips Yosagi with the low. And now, this is some damage. That was 2 hits so far this round. Dust reset. Or not reset.
Oh, oh, unfortunate. I think missed on the jumping.
Yeah.
Yosagi ready for the reversal throw. Walk up throw. No, doesn't give it to him.
There's Street Fighter.
I mean, Johnny's so scary when he's walking up on you, but Puddle's ready for it. Takes the grab. Unfortunately, wasn't ready for the situation.
So much meter on both sides.
Has to wire to be safe.
The jump D going the wrong direction.
Oh, but the 70 meter, you burned it all in RC's supers.
Yeah, you have to do something. Oh, this is bad.
Well, that's the right answer. If you jump in and block the Zweihander, unfortunately got counter hit there trying to.
Yeah.
That'd be it. Yosagi moves up 2-0.
Yeah, that was a good showing from Yosagi there. So now, next up, we've got Blaze versus Brandon up. This is a matchup that I'm still pretty inexperienced in. I fought Blaze pretty well today, and he gave me a good beatdown. Learned what not to do in the matchup, so I'm curious to see how Brandon approaches this one as well.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this matchup goes either, so...
Yeah.
I've definitely heard
Oh,
it's
good
a rare
grab.
matchup to see, but it can be rough for Dizzy.
Yeah. Raven has a lot of good buttons that seem to contest Dizzy's buttons pretty well, and his needle
Tries to
makes
make
it so
first.
she... Yeah.
I like that. Basically reacted to Blaze reading the burst and just then gold bursted, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're not expecting the burst after you bait the burst.
Yep. But Blaze is really good at his anti-air game as well, so like, all these situations that Brandon is trying to get something going, Blaze is already like one step ahead.
Yeah, and I mean, you see that, goes for the scratch and immediately jumps away and covers the space with either falling JK or scratch. Brendan can't get anything started.
Blaze's Raven movement is so fun to watch. Not to fight, but it's fun to watch. The way he moves with this character is very cool. And yeah, you see those needles that Raven has make it so that way Dizzy can't really set up her normal fish zoning game a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, having any sort of projectile that can just snipe out the fish as they're summoned can really just annoy Dizzy on the other side of the screen. And of course,
Yep.
if Dizzy gets tagged by one of those fish, her movement is neutered.
Yeah. And so now Brandon is just having to spend all of these, all this meter on only dead angle. So now Blaze gets clipped by the 2K though. This is a good round from Brandon. Dash fish, yep, that's dead.
mean, that all basically started because Blaze went for the reversal stance on Dizizoki, which generally can work in some of her non-meaty situations. But, I mean, Brendan showed that he was ready for it and just went for the throw.
Yep.
Ready for the block the 5D, but I'm pretty sure Raven's 5D is only about -2 or so, so it's still his turn, especially at that range.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, the annoying part of being lightweight against Raven means he gets 2D scratch at any excitement level, too.
Command grab. This is probably, that's over.
Yeah, just goes to the OTG super, because that super hit OTG.
Does a lot of damage.
Especially with the burst, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Brendan had one good round there where, like, he was able to get started with his Dizzy, but beyond that, it's Manny's world. And we're all just living in it.
Oh,
nice IB throw.
Yeah, I mean...
That was so good. So now, good 2Ps and a good 6P on the Raven air dash right there.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Brendan needs to start this going. Yeah, just start 6Ping every time. Manny getting a little bit too aggressive there and just getting a lot of counter hits. Yeah, just gotta back up a little bit.
Yeah, Manny is really good. That was something that, like, really frustrated me fighting Manny, is like, if he's like, okay, I can't go in, you're setting up your zoning, I'm just gonna stance, and I'm just gonna get excitement. But now, Brendan finding these hits right now.
Has to block away. Can't angle the fish, though. Yeah.
Especially, he got through the bubble, which was surprising, but Manny's
jumps out of the jumps out of the throw attempt and then gets his own reverse throw, but unfortunately a little bit too far to land the command throw.
Yeah. So now, these air dashes are really... When the air dash is so close, Brendan hasn't been able to deal with it as well, but... Yeah,
I mean, at that range...
right there, Brendan got it, though.
Good reaction there, yeah. Oh, but that's a big counter on the air dash. And, man,
that's why it can be very frustrating in my limited experience to fight Raven sometimes. It's like, he's really good at just catching you with these angles. You want to set up, and he's already coming at you.
Set up, and Raven's just like, hello.
Yeah, I'm already here. This isn't your time to play. You thought this was neutral? No, I'm hitting you.
Air dash reset.
I'm getting scratch. So now you got to deal with this pressure.
Back dashes.
Yeah, gets unfortunately nothing out of it. Jump D, fireball. Yeah.
Got caught in the corner and couldn't fight their way out. Got caught. Everything tried to do just smacked for.
Set point, Manny Blaze. Yeah, these bubbles are not working out for Brendan right now. Because every time he's tried to go for a bubble set these past 2 rounds, he's just in the corner. And now how are you going to escape? He jumps.
Tries to jump out, yeah. Actually getting air hit by the 5D there, yeah. Baiting burst? Or just RC a little bit too soon. Wasn't sure there.
So now, man, his 4P pressure is really good. Including the close slash pressure.
Yeah, I mean, Raven's close slash, I'm pretty sure is his only plus on block button, so you gotta make it count, right?
Yeah. But these needles from Raven are just making it so hard for Dizzy to do anything.
Goes for the run through the fireball pop, too.
6H.
And yeah, that's your... you tried to throw me, die.
Yup.
That is unfortunate. Brendan held on the burst a little bit too long there, which just kind of meant they didn't really get a chance to use it. So Blaze going to move up to winner semis 2-0.
Shoutouts to Sway. I look in chat and he's just going, this Raven's so bad.
Damn, Sway. Let him know. Let him know.
I love you, Sway. Holy shit.
All right, we are in winner semifinals here. So we got Crocs versus Frosted here. And of course, Manny Blaze moving on to fight Yosagi on the other side of winner semis, but it's still 2 out of 3, folks.
Yup. So now, is Frosted going to be able to defeat Crocs? I'm not sure when the last time these two fought was, but Crocs has leveled up quite a lot over the past couple of years, so we're going to have to see if Frosted can deal with it. Oh, nice DP.
Definitely been legacy players, but I know Crocs, we've been seeing both of them enter a lot of tournaments lately, too.
Absolutely. Nice.
By the way, the burst DOT is still on the table. I know I owe you 15. Let's see if we can get that higher.
Yeah, actually, just keep a count for the whole time. Like, I like that.
Expect to see Crocs on stream at least a couple more times.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with where he's at in the bracket, for sure. Unfortunately, doesn't get the knockdown, though, and gets reset by 2D.
But he didn't get comboed off the counter hit 2D, which is kind of like, oh, okay. All right. Yeah, this is fine. I can deal with this.
Could have been a lot worse. Tries to call out the BDC there with the 2S, I imagine, but nice jump out from Frosted. Starting to get clipped a little bit too much, though. This is a dangerous spot because Crocs has got 100 meter, And you just have to keep this there. 2. That's 2.
Did it land? Yeah, he pressed a button.
Yep.
He's
And
dead
you're
as hell.
Dead as hell. Dead on time. Dead as hell.
All right, there's 30. All right,
That's 2.
I'm counting. Don't worry. I'll take the VOD later too. Don't worry.
I'll keep count with you. Anyway, so now we got Crocs right here against Frosted. Once again, we're just gonna see how these two. We're gonna see what Frosted can do to keep up, and that's a good start. This is a good ass position for Frosted right here to another knockdown. Crocs is not getting to play it this time. Nice, perfect
Yeah, I mean,
from
Frost
Frosted.
is- Hey, you're going in the corner here, and you're living in this corner. You might want to like set up some shelter here because you're going to be here for a while. But Frosted getting the momentum early again. Oh, wasn't able to keep the corner. Never mind, I spoke too soon. Air throws him back in the corner. No, sir, you live in the corner. I'll give you this other corner here too. You get some land out here.
Yeah.
All right, showing his own right the lightning, but didn't FD the whole thing got hit with the last hit.
So now,
Enough to kill. Keep it
Amaba.
safe. And unfortunately, runs into immediately burst because like you don't want to lose
2K.
like this.
Oh.
Okay, Frosted. Okay.
All right. That's some king shit.
The only
I
way
being the 6K and to throw.
that
Guy's a
could have been
grappler.
more hype is if he jumped up and air threw him out of the 6K. Why is this name Frosted when his play is so
Ross is
hot?
spitting facts, but right now Crocs is like, nope, this is still gonna be my side. Frosted,
Backdash into the 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frosted is down quite a lot right now, but we're gonna have to
I mean,
see.
that's like one Slayer combo, right? Like he's down a combo.
Yeah, but that's like two Kai combos. And so now Frosted also has no meter and no burst, has 25% meter, but you're still dead.
Should be enough to kill easily, because
Yeah, I was hoping for the
Yeah.
burst DOT, but I mean,
it
you gotta be
round
optimal.
onto it.
And so now, okay, Crocs is on set point right here because we're still at 2 out of 3. And so, Crocs is starting to get a good position again. Frosted's got a little bit of meter and almost has burst. Unfortunately, does not get the stun edge, but
I like
that's
that
really
Stunnage,
good.
though. Stunnage really there to save
6K.
himself from falling into the crosswise. But I mean, yeah, Frosted getting momentum here. I mean, no meter, but is it gonna? Might be a problem.
Yep.
Jumping
So
it
now-
up back.
Oh.
All right, guess where he's at the spacing for?
Oh, baits out
Oh,
the DP.
Yeah, I mean, really wanted that DP away.
Oh no.
Good 6P, gets the knockdown, burns the meter.
Yeah.
spends the bar. Once,
Yeah, oh no.
Oh, the
The
trade!
2H. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I was definitely wondering.
Matt,
Really
final
burning the
game,
game.
final round.
Pay off.
Oh, so Crocs getting the
Overhead.
reset to 5D. Oh no, this
Really
is
hate
already
it.
looking
Really
really
hate it when that
bad.
happens. Because, like, look at this damage.
Oh,
Slayer got cute.
oh, baits out the DP once
Yeah, but has
again.
to RC. I mean, look at how much damage this is scaled because he had to RC to get the punish.
But look at how weak. Yeah, Kai basically dies and like, yeah, Kai's
yeah,
dead.
that's it. It's perfect.
That's perfect though. Like,
It's 2-1 Crocs. Yeah.
yeah, good shit.
Yeah, we're not quite in finals yet, y'all.
Yep. Oh,
Love to see it, but I mean, gonna be
all right. So now Crocs winners finals. So now we're gonna have Blaze. Is Blaze stuck?
no.
I think he might be stuck for a moment.
Oh, there we go.
He's
Okay.
free.
Woo! We did it.
Free from his mortal coil. Now Yosagi versus Blaze. We're still at 2 out of 3, y'all. This is Raven versus Johnny. Arguably one of Johnny's more annoying matchups, from what I understand.
Yeah, so obviously Johnny being Jonathan Guilty Gear has a lot of good matchups and a lot of even matchups, but Raven, one of those characters that actually has a lot of good buttons. I think a little bit of lag.
I gotta start.
Let it rock. All right,
Yeah.
get into it. Now Raven has a lot of really good buttons, arguably better buttons than Johnny does, and Johnny finds that strange. Johnny isn't a character that likes approaching the opponent.
Not a lot.
He generally likes it when the opponent has to come and deal with him. So being outspaced by Raven kind of makes things awkward for him.
Yeah. Definitely get that. So now Yosagi finally getting a hit.
Yeah, gets the knockdown there. Ooh, the walk-up close slash. Yeah, the little shimmy there. Make you think you want to throw.
Level
Yeah,
3.
Bursting on the JD is the safest spot to burst.
So now this is, yep, that's done. So now, no blitz.
Yeah, Raven, not with the greatest defense when he gets low on life there. Getting, yeah.
For now. I think what Manny was doing was working out there for a moment, but...
Yeah, unfortunately, so once Johnny gets his pressure started, I mean, Raven still has a lot of trouble dealing with fighting his way out of that sort of pressure, so...
Good burst there from Yosagi. Nice 2D there. Starting to clip Manny just as he's living. Double coin, level 3. Into the Baka Sai Oki. Nice blitz!
Oh, blitzes out, rejects the unblockable, and fights his way out with the proper response. Yosagi with great defense here, blocking these air dash and resets.
Yeah. I like how Blaze is really playing this, honestly. The way he's, like, not over-committing a lot of the time. And finally gets command throw.
Yeah.
Oki. So now Scratch RC.
Oh, blocking all this! Yeah, and of course
Yeah.
Johnny does have big enough buns. -2. My buns are big enough to challenge here.
Yep. Oh, command grab once again. So now, I think Blaze is starting to figure something out here. Early burst, yeah, gotta do it. Can't give Yosagi an inch.
You know what they say, burst early, burst often.
Good block on the air, the gold burst. Nice backdash from Yosagi though. He's only at level 2 at the moment.
Only level 2, and Raven almost has level 3 excitement here. Going to be doing some decent damage if he can make a hit happen with this excitement.
Unfortunately gets the hit but doesn't confirm.
Yeah, that orb's going to
that
for a
jump
while,
H. That jump H from Blaze was really good, but it gets clipped by the Misfire.
Yeah, the Misfire.
Unfortunate. Oh, gets
Tried
hit by the Y.
The Y. I mean, Yosagi's defense really paying off for him. Oh, the Blitz War! Yosagi's
so
really
bad for Blaze.
Blaze gets his burst back. Yosagi has to just
How do you use it?
combo.
Oh, nice wire steal. Wake up.
Yeah.
The goal. Okay, that's actually fine for Blaze. He has the corner positioning. This is really bad. Nice dead angle.
Dead angle's out.
Oh.
It's the cold burst.
Yeah.
Held onto it for just long enough.
Need a wire seat? You don't need it.
6B. Oh no! No, that is so unfortunate for Manny. The 6B was perfect, but unfortunately,
my God.
Johnny was right in the dead zone. There is a dead zone on that anti-air command throw. Manny tried to PRC to save himself, but unfortunately it was too late at that point. He didn't have another button to get up there and combo him within time.
Oh God, that was too close for comfort for both of these players, I bet. So now, I think we're going to start just seeing a lot of early bursts from both of them. No longer saving burst, you just want momentum. That's all you want. Blaze going for this 5D combo into the corner, getting some of Yosagi's burst.
Off of it. Oh, jumps out of the command throw. The last possible second there looked like.
Yeah. Nice confirm from Blaze.
Johnny, a little strange with it.
Oh,
First
jeez.
rated, but doesn't get really punished that much for it. In fact, gets the momentum for it.
Yeah, jumped D into Fireball Oki. So now, nice air dash back. Oh, nice
And the
air throw.
Yeah.
Blaze is like, I haven't played this game for a hot minute, but I still got these air throws. Can't jump near me. But Blaze isn't going to have a burst, potentially for the rest of this game. So, but it doesn't matter.
Winning that round 1 was so important because it gives him a chance to maybe get a burst back, but Yosagi dropping combos, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, the super.
Mashes the super through the lockdown. I mean,
that was a good idea.
That's not a lot of damage there, but just representing the option there. Of course, now he's got no meter.
Yep. So now this is a good position. Level 3.
On deck. What are you going to do?
Yep. Nice jump D there.
Yeah, gets him out.
Nice command grab. Blaze's command grab usage is so good. And now catches him once again. Gets the knockdown at the most possible point from jump D and into another air throw into command grab.
Yeah,
you're dead.
Kill. Yeah, with that excitement, he gets the combo off of that command throw there and just had enough. Gonna be 1-1.
Oh boy. Oh,
and
yeah.
So that round start is really annoying for Johnny to deal with because Johnny does not gain levels if he hits Raven's stance there. And Raven instead just gets a shitload of excitement. Look at how much damage Raven did with a small little combo there.
And now, once again, is a little too far away for the rest of that confirm, but look at Johnny's life!
Oh yeah!
Look at his life! It's gone!
Full screen. Burns the meter immediately.
Oh no! That's definitely a misinput right there.
Yeah.
But going through Johnny's 6H, tries to bait burst there at the end, and Blaze on set point now.
I mean, Manny uses burst that round, but what a round.
On.
And he has actually half his burst back. We saw what happened that last game. He went into that second round without any burst at all, so getting it back sooner can only be a better thing.
Absolutely. So now, oh, good air throw from Yosagi there.
That up, just he's the first couple of hits just to kind of like remove the as much scaling as possible from it. Actually,
yeah, makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think Manny's just like, I'm just gonna try to squirm out. No burst from me, no meter. Like sometimes you just gotta accept it. Yeah. We're gonna go down to final game, final round.
Guilty Gear rounds happen, buddies.
So now, that stance usage from Manny's so good. And so he's got the positioning. Johnny gets out of the corner. Kind of. Blaze puts him back in, but now Blaze is in the corner. Oh, this is so awkward, but it's working out for Blaze. Blaze has got
one for the scratch instead. And unfortunately, Manny, no burst here. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of damage here off this Blackbeat combo.
Oh, Baka's Sai, how do you blitz?
Backdash YRC to try to get past it, but Johnny's 2S too good. But the tag
grab
gets
so
air throw.
Yup. Oh, tries to bait the burst.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
And that should...
no, the burst came back at the...
Right in the last moment.
Yeah.
You have one more chance to play this.
The 2H going underneath 5K. Yeah.
2H, really good button here.
I like how Yosagi's playing this. He's like, I am not playing grounded now. I am going to hit Blaze in the air. And now gets hit by Scratch, but Manny isn't able to get it confirmed. So now...
Manny's like really aware of that burst. And
that's so good!
But jumps into him. Oh no, the 6H! Unfortunately, went for the 6H, just didn't quite get to the active frames there. That would have been it. But
okay.
Down to losers, and that's going to give us our winners finals here, going to be between Crocs and Socks and Yosagi. But first, we're going to drop down to the losers bracket here. We're going to have Swiggin versus Give up on stream here. So
yeah, I have to run to the bathroom real fast. So if you can, why don't you do a quick ad break real fast? Just kind of talk about what we're doing again real fast, and I will be at repeat.
So before we get started here, going to the loser side of the bracket, kind of finishing off this tournament, I just wanted to do a real quick reminder why we're like running this charity stream and everything. We are doing a charity here for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. One of our players did have a recent loss due to someone taking their own life. So we just really wanted to do something for them and make sure that something like this never happens again. So please hit up the donation link. We are currently at $1,011.40, which completely blows my mind. I started this off with like a $200 goal, and like we've since gone over 5 times that. So you guys are killing it. Please keep the donations coming. Love you guys so much. And again, like if you're out here, like I know sometimes you can get that depressed dark space. Reach out to us. We're all here for you. We're all friends for this. So like we want to be here for you. I know it can be hard. I've been there before myself. So it's like I get it, but just know that like we're here for you, and like people are going to be here for you. So please check out please donate if you can, and please like just support this charity.
I want everyone to remember, all right? I'm unmuted. I didn't tell you that before I unmuted. Sorry. I want everyone to remember, no feeling is final. Please reach out to someone if you need some help. And remember, if you think some piece of media helped you get through a tough time, that's you. You are a strong person.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we want to see like people like enjoying themselves and having a good time. So we really want to see people like being really cool with this. So absolutely great to see all these donations coming through.
I love y'all for that. Thank you.
So, okay, I think it is time we can get started now with this loser side of the bracket. I think Give went to get Hydrate. Hydrate is good, and
Hydration is good.
Shout-outs to Kade for the $20 donation. Again, love you guys so much. Any amount is a good amount, please. So you guys are amazing. Please keep blowing it up.
Yeah, and if you can't donate, that's totally fine too. If you can just kind of retweet the link that we have out there, share the stream, we super appreciate that as well. And we also thank you for tuning in. Like, that is also invaluable to us. But right now we have Slayer versus Venom. I believe these two have played before. I think I've seen it in like some of the New York locals before, so curious to see how they match up.
Bracket here at TXT as
Probably.
well.
So now we're just gonna have to see how. Whew,
That's not how you want to start a round off against Slayer.
but Swiggin's kind of able to pull something back.
This is definitely any character that really wants to focus on the knockdown and run the Yokozeme kind of gets annoyed fighting against Slayer, because Slayer is definitely the best character squirming out of those situations.
Oh, that 2H. That's gonna be dead.
Yeah, well,
Oh, never mind. I cursed it.
Yeah, with that RC, a little bit too much scaling and ends up dropping the combo. Venom does have a strange hurt box and the OTG2K.
Yup. Yep, taking that first round. We're gonna have to see how Swiggin attempts to adapt. Gets hit by It's Late though, and then a 2D.
I mean, just kind of not any of these big counter huts, but I mean, any little bit of damage you're giving Slayer adds up, and it gives meter right now. I just want to call out his tension. 75% tension. We're at 85 seconds on the clock. Like, I want some of that tension pulse.
Woo! Slayer just burns. He loves meter and then just burns it immediately too. Give is known for just
Control the space, but gets caught out.
Yep, this is. Oh, nice backdash on the
backdash through Helter. I think it's only 1 or 2 frames active, so pretty good option to backdash.
First Shadow Team, that's 3.
Were you pressing a button? No.
That's 3, Ama. You're up to 45.
I mean, feels so bad for Swing because like he ran up an FD break specifically.
He was going for throw.
He was ready. He was looking for throw, looking for something, and you know, Give just kind of like waited a second. So
Yeah.
you know.
So now we're just gonna have to see what happens. Give is just having all the momentum in the set right now, though. Nice 2D Abare from Swiggin here. So we're gonna have to see how this goes from here. Swiggin finally getting to play the video game a little bit. Getting hit by these mad struggles here. That was some awkward situations, but once again, Give's got all this meter, and Swiggin's just like,
Reset.
yeah. To the extension. Not really much. Oh no! Not much damage. Scaled a little too hard for that Ender, potentially. Oh, the Helter Skelter, but too high for a pickup.
Ooh, the counter 2H, yeah, catches him mashing on the 2S. I mean, Venom's 2S is a great button to press. If you have options to beat it, suddenly becomes a liability, and we saw there.
Yeah. Nice.
Walk forward into the end, using the dead-ass Morbid to finish him off.
Nice. Let's go. So Swiggin finally on the board this set. Oh.
Thank you to Jam Kisuke for the $37.60, getting us specifically to $1,069. Nice.
So now, oh, that counter hit into dead on time is also nice from Give. That might be dead. That's a lot of.
Yeah, with that starting to risk, that's enough.
Let's go. So now, Give on set point. Oh, whiffs pile bunker, but Swiggin just kind of taking small. Oh, small rewards, but gets to counter hit 6H. So something big here. So now let's see what Swiggin does from here. Nice. Stinger YRC.
Yeah, goes to the Stinger YRC. Gives
nice
it up
block.
Blocks the overhead. Blocks the overhead.
Oh, not that, though.
Not time to. I don't know if that's a true counter or a risk counter hit, actually.
I don't know.
Stinger YRC, though, covering that horizontal space.
Dead on time. That's going to punish. Does not
Oh,
punish.
doesn't get the punish, but has the RC it.
Nice.
Oh, throws part of the cheeky little 6K feint. Gets thrown for it. So we're getting in a really good position right now. Has the corner, has the knockdown.
Dark Angel, this is probably going to do it. Yeah, with the
Dandy is
dead-ass
coming.
Morbid.
Again, just VOTG hits.
Nice. Nice. So, they each have won a game now. Yeah, 1-1. So, final game. Oh, that's not a way to start it, though. It's late counter hit, but does not get to confirm.
And the air throw reset there. Gave him his burst for it, but I mean, oh, throws him into the corner.
Oh, nice backdash on that from Swiggin.
Yeah, gets
Nice
the
block
cross up,
and
takes
give
the
as
corner
well.
with it. And they use that second ball that was set up there to keep him locked down there. Good awareness.
Yep. So now, how do you keep Slayer here? That's a good way. Into a 6H knockdown.
Down
Dark
here.
Angel.
Dark Angel. Hey, BDC
Meter
this.
your life. Hey, he used meter. I'm proud.
Well, if we didn't, we'd be going on to round 2 right now. So
Yes,
I'm proud of
I
him.
Woo. Nice.
I bees it. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh,
But the
what a
second
hero
burst this round.
why would you?
It's give. It's give.
No, I meant the
Here-
ball sets.
Oh, okay. I see. Anyways, Swiggin going up on set point now. Give, no burst in sight. Gets clipped by 2D. So now, Swiggin is at this point. Oh, Give getting some momentum though. But takes it right back from Swiggin. So now, these situations with the Dandy Steps are so awkward for Swiggin. Yeah. So now, these blocks on Helter Skelter from Swiggin are really
He's gonna
good.
get IB and then immediately go for 6B, which is definitely kind of like the layer 1. If you could show you can IB Helter Skelter, Slayer's got to start adjusting what he's doing after Helter Skelter then to deal with it.
Nice confirm.
Covering it.
But these
Cross
blocks
up.
from Give are really good too.
I mean,
Overall.
Give showing that a Slayer player can block, they just don't want to. Oh
Yep.
no, mashes on that. That's gonna be yes. And the 6P whiffs.
Okay.
Gives it, all right, just fighting for his life. Yeah, just and lose the 6H.
I wonder if he could have do jump D. If Swiggin could have done jump D to hit jump 2K, but it doesn't matter. Final round, final game. So now,
Gets
Give
the
us
counter
that-
hit Appa.
yeah.
Yeah, and I like that. Swiggin just immediately teleports away. Just get
Nice.
makes
Oh, doesn't get the
Yeah, he got knocked
knockdown. He did not the one he wanted, but he did get something.
That's true.
But all these Mappas are from Give are really working out for Swiggin now. Or for Give. Oh,
And
messes
block,
up
but he
the
missed time. I
unblockable.
mean, that's like a 1 frame active and just missed time Venom's wake up.
Yep. Oh.
Oh,
extension?
teleports into it and gets the confirm off of it.
Oh, Swiggin, you're so sick.
We'll
nice.
go Black Key, don't worry. We'll keep hyping you up.
Yep. I love
Air
2D.
throw reset.
Yeah, kill
Yeah.
his friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the red hail was coming. You saw that.
Yeah, I
double
think he
jump.
wanted to, he's like, damn it, you needed to stay alive for 1 more hit.
All right. And
Swiggin
Swiggin.
gonna move on. Swiggin gonna move on. Sorry, Give. Not this week, so.
Shout outs to Hat the Flip, $69, saying, see y'all at Combo Breaker. Thank you, Pat, for the donation.
We will see you at Combo Breaker.
Yeah. Also, shout outs to Rev Tuesdays, obviously running on Tuesdays. Pat runs that every week. Go check them out as well.
Yeah, if you guys are on the West Coast and joining our tournament, not joining Rev Tuesdays, I'm telling Pat, and you don't want Pat to know that.
No. But
We got Frosted versus Puddles here now, so we got Kai versus Ramathal.
nice air throw. Yeah. I'm curious to see how this one's going to turn out, because, I mean, Puddles is already starting to run away with this first round. Frosted is going to get his burst back, though, for the next round. It gets clipped by the low. And it looks like he's going to have one chance to do something on Wake Up here. Now, what is his option? Oh, nice dead angle. It's a good
So,
choice.
yeah, I mean, Frost. All right, here, all you had to do now is just perfect them. All right,
Yep.
that's all you had to do. Just get a
Or you
perfect.
get the burst. You get the burst or you get a perfect. Both
Or
options
both.
are good. Especially if you just...
Frost showing he is a
Yeah.
grappler.
Yeah. Kai is a
Another
grappler
one.
and catches the sword set.
Oh, but didn't quite. Hesitated a little bit upon landing,
Yeah.
and that gave Puddles just enough time to sneak in that sliding kick. I don't know what that is in ref balls. I'm sorry, I'm fake.
It's okay. It's one of the attacking strings, I believe. But anyways, we see Frosted already off to a better start. Already has Puddles burst, which he was not able to get last round.
Up. Ooh, goes for this thing. First
Oh, wow, that was so weird. Rising jump S and falling jump S, but good Good jump keys, but Puddles
Throwing
slide
the
in.
gate slide underneath the stun edge, fighting her way in.
Yeah. So now, the stunner
I mean,
just
just kind of
starting to
backing
work
off.
out.
Oh no, too high though, get the 2H confirm. Ramithal showing off that she does in fact have a 6P. It does anti-air.
Yep. Oh, good
that's-
grab there. from
yeah, the good
Frosted.
awareness saying,
This
oh,
is
you
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, Sacred
Good
Edge,
confirm.
finish it off.
So now, final round in the first game. Good jump K at the start from Frosted here. Respecting the tech buttons. Now, Puddles is starting to clip Frosted a little bit more for trying to wiggle out and hit these swords.
Wants to block that sword.
good
Yeah,
jump
wanted the
out.
6P to hit it, but didn't quite work.
Puddles getting this.
Knockdown, this is going to be the
good
cross-up
block on the
cross
cross-up.
up, and gets caught by the string into the bow. So hard to deal with.
Yeah. Frosted is about to get his burst back, but blocks the overhead. The far slash
over-
working out because of
Right out.
spacing. Tries to grab the
Wait.
burst.
I mean,
Or
tries to
the-
get a burst or a tech trap there.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah.
bite on it. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate
Unfortunate.
situation to be in where burst or die, and well, makes the burst a lot easier to bait out like that. And I mean, Puddles is showing they're really good at baiting bursts.
Absolutely. That is one of their strengths as a player, for sure. Alright. So we're gonna have to see how Frosted runs this back now. And see what they do. Kids are
Baits the
stretching
burst
in the
on
chat.
counter hit.
Oh, but Puddles already has this positioning. And Frosted's burst is gone. Oh, gets hit by the last hit of the overheads. Good blocking, but gets hit by the sword. This round is probably over because Ram has 50.
Torlansky can definitely close this out. Doesn't go for it though.
No, here it comes.
Oh wait, no, here, I'm sorry, that
Yeah.
combo just hadn't reached the right part yet. I'm sorry. I'm wrong.
It's okay.
I was right, but yet I was wrong at the same time.
Absolutely. That's how it be in this game, but that's also how it be with that trade counter hit at the start of the game.
I mean, Kai 2H, such a great button to throw out and trade with, but unfortunately got the far slash, which means an OTG hit, which kind of gave him
Oh
your big hit.
no!
And
Baits out the burst
Yeah.
again.
I
Unfortunate.
mean, just kind of a bad point to burst. Just kind of burst with the heart, and unfortunately, Puddles already are seeing there.
Yeah. Puddles,
Puddles just
base control
setting up
is
the wall
honestly
here,
really
yeah.
good.
Puddles setting up the wall with JP and JK, and Frost having to fight their way out of the corner. Yeah, I'm underneath you. I got a DP. I could use
Yeah.
it. Oh no, gets countered by that, but doesn't get hit. Doesn't get the dash
No.
VT.
So now,
Knockdown.
Frosted needs to run this back so hard, which is possible. I know Frosted is a very good player.
And again, are we going to start seeing throws again? Because that's really where Frosted started to get. No, went for the 2P and actually caught Puddles mash in there.
Oh,
But didn't
that
get
was
past
almost
the
so bad. But now Frosted's got this advantage in positioning, but gets clipped
no!
over.
Jumped up and pressed JH, and unfortunately in front of the sword. So Puddle's going to move on. Sorry, Frosted.
Yeah.
Puddle's going to move on here.
So now, where are we at in the bracket? We're in top 6 now, right?
Well, we still got the other match of losers quarterfinals here. We got Swingin versus Blaze to close out, and then we'll be at our top 6.
Okay.
So Raven versus Venom is a notably pretty... I'll say with my very limited, very bad Raven experience, and if I'm wrong in this, I'll take getting shot. I'm going to say it's a pretty fucking awful matchup for Raven. If Venom ever really
I guess
gets
that makes
momentum
sense.
going, it's really hard for Raven to get out of that momentum. And of course, like Venom with a really good 6P and really good ball sets, I mean, you really can't air dash.
Yeah. But see, I was also thinking Raven, like, it's the same way too, where if Raven gets going, it's probably harder for Venom to get out as well. Raven does have good buttons.
It definitely can be. Like, Raven is not really
Ooh, nice jump.
ever want to let him get moving. And Venom with a lack of, like, options to really get out, bust under pressure.
Yeah.
You see there, it's like you IAD in, and if there's a ball on the field, you're going to get balls to the face. Like,
Yeah. Oh, nice throw from Blaze.
yeah, get them-
I know these two are both from New York and they've played, so I'm curious to see like how this match goes out overall.
goes for the delay into like, hey, I'm going to throw you, JK, haha. And
Yeah.
counter it. Blaze forced to burst to really prevent taking a lot of damage there.
Yeah.
RC is it to get the confirmed
Yeah.
JK to drop to the ground faster to get that command throw. Love to see it.
That's such a cool confirm, honestly. So now 6
I mean-
being the stands.
I mean, that stance is 4 frames before he gets into the armor, so it's actually a pretty good round start against a lot of characters that rely on big, slow buttons at round start.
Yeah. So
Knockdown. Now you see now Raven with this excitement. Now Swingen has to be a lot more aware because any of these 2Ds are just a free scratch, which keeps Raven's excitement up. Oh, a little bit too mind reading, a little bit too hard there.
The IAD working out for Manny there though, as the 6P did not counter hit, letting him tap
I need to learn
forward.
that combo. That combo was cool.
Well, hey, this is going up on YouTube at one point, so you can go study the VODs. But now, Blaze.
Taking a little bit of moment because Manny up here, up 1 game in a quick first game.
As I keep saying, and this was an old thing about Blaze before, everybody would say if you get lost in sauce against him, you're just entering Manny's world. That's his stand. You don't want to be in Manny's world where he has all this momentum. So
Immediately burst and immediately enter stance again after getting thrown. Just be like, no, I want excitement. Give it to me.
Fair.
But you see now here, Raven caught in the corner.
Yeah, with no burst.
Not where you want to be against Venom.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'm just going to set up Dark Angel right on top of you. Please give me that meter. All right, cool, thank you.
Yup.
And yeah, this is the problem because once you get cornered as Raven, you don't have the space to get to the invul frames of your dash. You don't have the I8. You're not able to IAD out of the corner easily. It just gets really rough really quick.
Absolutely. Oh, nice command throw there.
With the command throw, yeah, I mean 27 frames of startup, but still hard as hell to react to.
Oh, absolutely. Nice. So, Swiggin almost getting that full confirm there as well. Manny with, he didn't want to activate the armor and get supered.
Yeah, he just jumped out, saw he was walking up on him and just jumped out, avoided the majority of that punish. Swiggin with the OS though. And of course now Swiggin caught in the corner, jumps out of that throw, but wasn't able to punish there. Keeps himself in the air with the orb and managed to wire C to cover himself. Really good awareness there from Manny. I love that, using the orb to stall the air a little bit longer.
Hell yeah. And Swiggin getting a good position going right here now. Manny blocking the 2D, but everything's coming up Manny right now. Swiggin, you're still in Manny's world.
I mean, Raven is hard to defend against those run-up grabs with just because he's invincible. You don't want to mash buttons when he's running at you.
Yeah.
He throws you.
Oh. Yeah, that situation...
Oh, those IDs, that explodes for it. Manny puts himself into the corner here, though. Yeah, gets the knockdown. That's really important because that's going to give him the opportunity to fight his way out of the corner a little bit here.
Yeah.
Oh, and that J2K crosses up, hard to block. This should be it.
Manny going to top 4.
Yep.
So now, are we jumping up to winners finals now, or are we going to?
Yeah. So we are going to hop on up to winners finals here.
I'll go ahead and crawl. Crocs and Yosagi, if you're around.
Yeah.
Come on back.
If you're watching the stream, otherwise we're adding you in Discord. But this is going to be a 3 out of 5 set to see who's going to advance on the grand finals and who's got to drop down for the losers bracket for the run back. But again, I'm going to drop the donation link here in the chat as we're approaching these grand finals here. Again, please donate. We're running this as a charity for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, so please donate if you can. We really appreciate any support out here. So
absolutely. Anything you can do, and like I said, if you're not in a position where you can comfortably donate, that's totally fine. Go ahead and spread that link. A simple retweet on Twitter or posting it in another Discord saying like, hey, these guys are doing this great cause and supporting Xrd. That really helps us out as well. So thank you all also for tuning in tonight. This has been a fun bracket so far. So now we have Crocs versus Yosagi. I'm sure these two have played. I have not personally seen them play, though. So I'm curious to see how these two are going to be.
It's the burst almost immediately. Yeah, I mean, early bursting against Slayer on those counter hits definitely a mood, but I mean, that close slash is hard to burst against. I mean, this just gives Crocs all the momentum in the world here, right? It's like, hey, we got you in the corner. And you're dead.
Yep.
I
was typing a message in Discord real fast, and I look up, and Yosagi's dead.
That was Slayer.
Right on time.
Yeah. You got your burst baited, and alright. Yosagi getting some momentum started this round. Has a level on him, but
nice.
Not quite close enough that 2D. Yeah, takes the corner there with the combo.
Yep. Level 3.
3 on deck.
Knockdown. So now it's YYRC, but Croc's able to get around this YYRC a little bit. That's
Yeah, I
cool.
mean,
Cross
Roth
up.
is up.
So now 2K meaty. So now what's
Alright, he's
happening
in the
now?
corner. Bite.
Yeah.
And doesn't mash out. Yeah, give me your
Yeah.
burst. Thanks. That was a tasty burst.
Absolutely.
Crocs killing. I like what Crocs is doing because Johnny is definitely a character where once Johnny gets the momentum started, it's really hard to deal with. Crocs is just killing him. Crocs is
Absolutely.
just not letting Yosagi breathe and just gonna smother him. Yeah, like
Nice
that.
forward dash.
Oh. And
The
Yosagi's
gold burst
saying, all right, if
working
you're gonna
out.
eat my burst, how's this burst? I want my meter. Level 3 and gold meter Johnny, but you know,
Doesn't
you can't
matter.
change player.
It doesn't matter if you don't contain Crocs. You have a
Yeah,
100 meter, but if you get hit, you're not spending it.
Yosagi, you gotta block on Wake Up, my man. Yosagi, please.
I think I don't know. But that was a really unfortunate round for Yosagi there, as Crocs
Yeah,
is
just trying to maybe
running
backdash or wake up super and just missing the reversal inputs, getting caught out with dying with a full stick of meter is not how you want to feel like, right?
Crocs is just winning the RPS over and over and over again. Yosagi's barely getting to play.
Yeah, like I said, he's just mauling.
nice
Yosagi
air
here,
throw.
taking on him, and
Baiting out the
yeah, just
4H too. Getting hit by Helter Skelter.
and
blocking
yeah,
the
you
burst.
can't force that. Crocs going up 2-0. This is 3 out of 5 here, so Yosagi's got one more chance to take it back, but Crocs is really like just mauling him right now.
Yosagi cannot deal with the socks into Crocs. But he got to play. This is the most he's got to play like these past 2 games, but it's Crocs' turn again.
Oh, and
Okay.
finally, yeah, backdashes out and catches them going for the it's late.
These scrambles are working out so hard for Crocs.
I mean, Yosagi's starting to take the momentum, and like I mentioned earlier, once Johnny gets the momentum started, it can be really hard to get it back from him.
Getting hit by his YYRC that time. Yeah, this
Yeah.
this round's over. Yosagi going
All
up
right,
on the board.
Yosagi, he bleeds. You can kill him.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, Yosagi getting to play again. Yosagi's like, okay, I have to tighten up my gameplay right now. Starting to RPS better against Crocs at this point. But will it be enough? But, Crocs is taking momentum once again, hitting Yosagi and baiting out the burst.
Yosagi has not had any
Oh my
really,
gosh.
other than one gold burst, not really any great burst there.
But Yosagi has to win this round because he might not get his burst back otherwise.
BDC's to get out of the his YRC. Oh, no, gets
That's
out
a
of the
good
corner.
start.
Yeah, I mean, this can be how he wins this round.
Yep. Into the Bacchus.
Bacchus,
Yep.
wake up, super. Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
super. And I
yeah.
got another one. Why didn't you do? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, it's not. I was gonna say, why did you do burst? What? No.
Yeah, that was so smart. So now, Crocs on set points going to winner's side Grands Finals. Getting hit by these cross-up situations. Yosagi is just not representing
Wake
Fuzzy
up,
Jump.
a little bit of hesitation to the 2P match. Gives him a level 3 though. Text him to the coin. Yosagi gets
Is it going to be enough? Yosagi's getting to play this game.
Yeah, I mean, Yosagi gonna maybe take the game here, but Crocs does have a burst on deck and almost 100 meter here.
Oh, just
Oh,
throws
the
the
backdash.
Mystifier and it works. But he doesn't get the right knockdown.
Gets confirmed, and
That's
that's
4. That's 4. That's 4,
might
and
be
that's
enough to
10.
kill.
Crocs,
Yes!
winner's side Grand Finals.
3-0, and that is 4 burst DOTs. And a big shout outs to Ryan the Mime for the $100 donation. We are really close to our
Holy
put up-
shit.
I've raised this goal several times now from $200. We are close to our $1,500 goal. Let's see if we can beat that before the stream ends. I really want to see us happen.
What the
So,
fuck, y'all?
we are at $1,238. So let's get up to that
Holy
goal,
shit.
please. Let's blow
Oh
that
my
out
God.
of the water.
Y'all are so great. Thank you so much. And now we got another fun match of Raven versus Ram. A matchup I'm not really used to seeing, so...
Yeah, this is loser semifinals. We're back to 2 out of 3 here. Winner of this is gonna go. Yosagi's got to get the run back against Crocs here. So winner of this needs to fight his Johnny.
Oh, nice mash out from Blaze there. But Puddles still has the corner, and Blaze gets hit by the sword. Blaze might get his burst back. I think Blaze has to hold it, but you never know. You could spend it.
Definitely get his burst back.
Okay, okay, he got stunned, he can't use it.
Yeah, why would you
Temptation
burst?
gone.
Why would you burst?
I know there's no reason to burst there, but sometimes you just get caught up in the heat of the moment. You feel? So now Blaze is just gonna have to find a way to play the game. 5H, good start.
Sway snitching on his boy in stream chat saying this guy doesn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah, well, thank you, Sway. So it doesn't matter if you get into Manny's world.
Yeah,
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
You don't need
You're
to know.
getting into
what
Manny's world.
You don't need to know what your opponent does if you just kill them. Like,
Yeah, that's a good point too, Sway. I'm not sure Puddles knows how to fight Manny. That's the thing. Puddles just needs to not let Manny play the game.
fights his way out.
Oh, the tech jump H.
But you know what? Mandy's got his burst back. Puddles uses his burst that round, so.
Yeah. This is a high-octane first 2 rounds already. Oh,
Early
immediately
burst.
bursting. Yeah, it's just like, I can't let Puddles play the game. I understand that.
To cover the. Starting to
the jump. The jump S's, but the 2H from Manny.
Get the confirm, but
Blaze!
hey, crash eventually.
Blocking the dust. Oh, Manny finding his way in. Mashes out of the command grab.
Yeah.
Oh, mashes out of whatever Puddles is going for too.
I don't believe you're Oki.
I don't trust you. And so,
Pretty hard to burst combo there. Block the overhead and just jumps
Nice
out.
jump
Mandy's
H.
ready for it. Yeah, Mandy's like, okay, I know you're just wanting to jump out after my 5D now.
absolutely.
Oh, the slow sword.
The Raven grounded dash is doing a lot of good work in this matchup already. Good throw there from Puddles.
Blocks the overhead though.
Oh, Manny gets hit, but blocks the overhead, but mashes the when she's plus.
You gotta IB it.
Oh,
And he's got a burst. Tech
oh
button.
my god!
H as a jam player, I have
Oh my!
Hey, give me my meter! Give me my meter! Oh no! Gets countered. Yeah, that angle's
Manny's still got 25 meter. Needle wire C could be a thing. Yep, Puddles, can you deal with this?
Where's the issue? Can Puddles block it out? Puddles blocking for his life here.
Oh, the throw!
Oh, it gets the
Manny,
throw.
you have to survive! Gets hit low.
Oh, gets hit with a low. Again, this is 2 out of 3, so Puddles going up game 1 means a lot.
How is that only game 1?
This is Guilty Gear, my friend. It's Guilty Gear.
Oh my god, my heart can't take this game. Anyways, game 2. Let's see how Manny adjusts. And I think Puddles is already making good adjustments in how he's kind of cheap. Manny can take, yeah. These bursts have not been working out for Blaze. He's just.
We definitely see Puddles as able to make the adaptations to. If my opponent is able to block out my pressure, I'll just go to the next layer and can they block that layer and just continue
absolutely.
adding on different timings and mix-ups onto it. Manny getting run over here. I mean, you got your
Oh,
burst
yeah,
back,
that's
Manny.
over.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Puddles moving on with a perfect here, going on to set point.
Yeah. Puddles about to go fight. He'll get the run back with Yosagi. Manny, you gotta do something. That's a good start.
Counter
6B
hit.
in command grab. Yep, early burst from Puddles. These two do not want to let the other person play the video game. I completely respect it. Oh, going over the slide.
Yeah,
Let's
tried to
go.
slide under the needle. Oh no, what's the wake up blitz?
Yeah.
Really hard to do against Raven because he can represent that empty into the low.
Yup. So now,
And he just
Yosagi.
rebuy in with the far slashes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the FD pushed him out and gets the
that confirmed
Queenie or whatever that
so
super move is called and gets the counter and fights his way out, but not in great position still. Yeah, maxed out risk gauge. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
Man, he gets thrust up, but
back
doesn't
out.
get confirmed it down. Oh,
My God, we're back down to final round. It's game 2. Whew. Nice.
AP
Good
air
space
to air
control.
keeps him in the air. Yeah, keeps the orb on the good air throw.
I like how Manny's starting to space himself better now, and it's just.
Oh, you wanted to
Upset.
6P my glide? Let me just scoop you right on up there.
Yeah, I'm good.
And get back
Manny's
in.
world. Manny
He's looking
getting
really
to play the
strong
game.
here. Not going out without a fight. Blocks the 5D. Goes to the air throw, but just gets the 5H.
Blaze also wants this run back. Oh. Oh, good confirm from.
What Puddles needs though to close this out.
Absolutely. Will it go? High low? Oh. Goes
Gets
underneath
out
the fuzzy.
and runs under. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, clips into. Yeah, that's gonna be dead.
Yeah. This is
Yep.
not burstable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you credit. Try, but can't do it.
I mean, that was like burst or die or both.
Burst
Yeah,
and die,
you-
or burst and don't burst and die.
Puddles burst was so far gone. Like you were
And
dead.
thank you, Bird Crew, coming out to support the homie Adapt with a $100 donation.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Adapt.
So we are at $1,338. Let's
shit,
please
y'all.
get to our goal of 1,500 here. I know we can do it.
Nice
before we wrap
overhead.
the stream here.
This is Puddles' round. Blaze
Yeah,
burst
Puddles.
early again, and just it's not. Sometimes these bursts aren't working out because he's just not.
Got to hold out the
escaping.
burst. Goes for the tap blitz, and
Yeah,
Puddles ready
you
for
have
it.
to do something.
Perfect.
Yeah. So now, Puddles really wanting this run back with Yosagi. But
Oh, gets the stance, gets a little bit of
nice.
excitement going here.
So
Trying to
now,
cover up the space. Oh, tries to glide forward, but that was a fast sword set.
yep. Nice. Oh, that was so good with that jump H there. Oh, the triple low. So now,
For the orb. Oh, goes to the
Oh.
command throw to cover the jump out.
yep.
Orb ends up covering that too.
Oh, the
H
sword
in the
set!
sword set. That's what you need. Yeah, and the fast burst. That's
Cali
what you
burst!
want.
Oh no! Now this is really bad. But
Oh,
the
gets
blitz
the blitz
working
out.
but
Oh,
doesn't
but-
get a punish on. Oh, gets out of the corner
Panicking a
though.
little bit. Ends up getting out of the blitz war though with the Raven forward dash.
Oh, the sword set!
Again. That might be enough to kill. I think he's gonna have to. He's gonna get to block one more mix-up to get out of this, and he has the meter to represent the blitz. Can he get out though?
I don't think so. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
caught
dead.
at the low, and Puddle's gonna move on into losers finals here.
Yeah, Puddles.
Good
has
showing
to-
for Manny, but just
Oh. Wow. Brother in looking at Sway. Brother in Christ, pass me the controller.
next time Manny or Sway, I want Manny and Sway to enter this bracket, and they have to commentate each other's matches because that was just gonna be
Oh
funny.
my
as
god,
shit.
holy shit. Alright. Alright. Alright.
Oh, we
Wait,
got
Yosagi,
Puddles.
where you at?
Yosagi, please get back here. Yeah,
All at him. Yosagi. I guess you got it.
got it. Yeah.
So now we have a lull for a moment. We're back up to 3 out of 5. Yosagi versus Puddles. They seemingly are regular players against each other. Yosagi, I hate to say it, but kind of ran over Puddles earlier. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Puddles does here to adapt their gameplay.
Quick shout out
for
though
Yosagi.
for the donation tracker. I got a donation from Anonymous for $100, and I got another donation for $162. We are now at $1,600 here. We have beaten our goal of $1,500. Let's fucking go, people. Let's see how high we can go with this. Though,
Holy
because there's no reason for us to stop here.
Holy shit, y'all. Thank you so much for all these donations. And
Yo.
Yosagi pulling out the Milia for this one.
Yeah, I mean, I can see this. Milia does have a pretty good matchup against Ramlethal here. I'm not sure how Johnny's matchup is. And, I mean, again, Johnny not really liking to chase people down here. And Raven,
Yeah.
or Ramlethal character definitely has to be chased down.
Absolutely. So now, both of them already using their burst, and we're not even 30 seconds into this round so far.
I mean, yeah, just caught in the corner. You look at the patience here, though. Just like respecting each other, saying that, like, I know that you know that I know that. I'll just hold
Yup.
down back.
Absolutely. Puddle's getting the hit here, though. Getting something going. No meter, though, but Yosagi's got 50, but doesn't matter when you get opened up, and you're dead.
I mean, Milia not a character with a lot of life here.
Whew.
Not take too many Ramlethal hits, even with Ramlethal's Ooh, gets the 6P on the anti-air, but doesn't get the confirm. Unfortunately, there's a grounded hit.
Yeah.
It's the pin back. What's the pressure going to be? The pressure's just going to be a couple 2Ks.
Oh,
Air throws
nice
out
air
of the
throw.
corner, yeah.
Doesn't block the cross up.
Takes the cross up and runs with him just to force Puddles to the corner here. That's all they
Yep.
want.
Secret
Into the
garden.
secret garden.
Into the
Into the
throw.
throw, yeah.
That's
yeah,
dirty.
this,
This is
oh,
it!
no!
That was... I don't know what that was, but that can't have
That
been what they
was
wanted.
that was a mistake, as we call it in the business. It's gonna be a horrible situation now for Yosagi. Can they mentally recover from it? That's the real
Oh, I'd
question.
say so. That was a good dash under 2P.
And again, the cross-up, Puddle's getting caught out by these cross-ups, maybe trying to fuzzy block Milia and just eating the cross-ups. Trust me, I know it happens to me too.
Yup. So now, tied up on rounds here.
And again, this is 3 out of 5 here, so this is going to be a longer set than what we've been at.
Oh, absolutely. Nice air throw there from Yosagi. But misses the bad moon. Gets the super jump key, the classic. But Puddles had a hit, but didn't trust it.
4H Nash! 4H Yosu!
That's how it be. calling out all these sword sets. I think I can understand why Yosagi wanted to play Milia this time. Just not deal with anything.
His power slashes like he's Johnny Blair, though.
Yeah.
That's for the burst.
Nice. You got a pin knockdown here into blocked cross up that time. Tries to deal with the blitz RPS. That was cool. Daro YRC.
Should be enough to no RC, so didn't get the quite confirmed, but didn't block the overhead. Yosagi gonna go up. Game 1 here.
Oh. I'm running out of breath, y'all. This is the most I've talked and laughed in a bit. This is great. I'm having a blast just seeing people kill each other for our amusement.
Right,
But
kind of why I like commentary.
yeah. But Puddles getting the first hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blocking the burst. A little greedy on the gold burst there. I think that one was intentional, but
Yeah.
Puddles just not really overextending that.
No.
Ready for it. Uses the pin to start his turn there after blocking the JH. Yeah, takes the burst from Puddles.
Oh.
And mashes
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Oh, good tick throw there.
Yosagi going with the disco key.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oki
Oh,
with
never
the
mind. Commentator curse.
runs under the projectile. Melee has a really low profile run, uses that to his advantage to run underneath the projectile, start up the turn, and yeah, blocking Secret Garden is kind of more of a mistake that you do than any real hope.
Absolutely. So now, Yosagi still has control of the set right now. Every time Puddles tries to get anything going, it seems like Yosagi's getting a throw in a good spot, or just peeling out of pressure at good positions. Yeah, just like that.
And baits the burst, but gets thrown on the punish. Puddles not giving up just because my burst got baited. I'm throwing you. You better have your punishes on deck, boy.
I'm a set play character too. This is my turn.
Let's set some plays.
Yeah. And now this is really good for Puddles.
Look at all that red. Really not a character with a lot of life. Has the
Nice dead angle, though.
Dead angle's out just to try to get
Oh
a
no,
turn.
it doesn't hold the blitz. The tablet's not working out.
Too far from the corner to get wall stuck, so kind of has a little bit more life to play with here still. Has to block, it doesn't block the overhead. Oh, but
gets
drops
out of
the combo.
position. Air throw tech.
JD to try to keep himself in the air a little bit. IB's the 2D. And just kind of respects here. Yeah, looking for the throw. Give it to me. All right, you're going to match.
Tries to punish hair car. Oh, nice.
And the IAD in. Yeah, doesn't have the meter to YRC that disc set. Puddles keeps himself alive.
Oh, good air throw right
yeah,
there.
that move burst recovers
Oh,
pretty quick.
no, the gold burst.
The gold burst into run into the
Oh,
IAD.
no. This is
Yeah, but that's going to be a punish.
no punish.
Hard to hit the 2D. Yeah, unfortunately hit Ramethal standing and didn't want to RC to burn get the confirm. Knocked down. Discoki doesn't have pin.
Oh, these 5Ps kind of working out though.
Oh, went for the hair car there, expecting Puddles to mash, and worked out. Puddles mashing to try to catch Yosagi rolling to pick up the pin.
Yep. Nice.
RCing, yeah,
Finally
just
spinning all that meter.
forced their way into roll and Digitalis.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, Yosagi is such a life lead right now. They could just sit here and just be like, "Hey, come at me."
Yep.
Like right now, it's on Puddles to make something happen, and
Oh, good air
it's
throw
hard
for
to make something
Yosagi.
happen in this situation. Yeah, just doing safe Oki. Like that JH is like, "Hey, this is
Oh,
Oki."
no!
No, it's fine. You didn't punish it. This is actually great.
Oh,
And
no,
just
this is
kinda
bad.
Yeah, again, like Yosagi just has no reason to really go in. And the hair car too high up to get under the projectile.
Serious?
2-1. What is
No.
it? It's the low.
Danger time.
So 2-0
Danger time
for
things are
Yosagi
happening.
here. Yosagi looking to get their run back against Crocs here.
Absolutely. So now, what do you do as Puddles here to kind of adapt? I'm kind of at a loss because Yosagi's just playing so defensive and so safe that like it's hard for Puddles to get anything going. All these sword sets are just getting hit by the jump keys.
Actually playing the style of Milia, I like seeing Milia's play more, which is staying grounded and just like forcing their opponent to like come to her and either then moving or using her buttons to stop them. And I mean, look at this pressure too, just a lot of good stagger pressure, taking control of Puddles' defensive habits here. I mean, Yosagi now with the max guard bar here, this is gonna hurt.
Oh, the confirm? That was really sick.
Puddles
No
has
knockdown,
guard
bud.
on deck. I mean, look at that damage outright. Of course, Yosagi with 100 meter here. Got to respect. Yeah, has to wires to take away the option of.
Oh no!
A little bit too soon with the command throw.
I think Puddles thought they knocked Yosagi far enough away from the sword for the command grab, but now Yosagi just gets everything in the world here. 100 meter. What do you do with it to more pressure?
Dangerous burst. Gets away with it. If they could win this round. Oh, gonna have to block that. It doesn't FD. He got crossed under with the 5P. Puddles keeping himself alive here.
Absolutely. Puddles just, you gotta find something here. That was a good way to end it. That was a little close, but that's not a good start.
I mean, great trade for Yosagi there. Got the knockdown off the 6H. Puts himself in the corner with the hair car. Has to fight their way out now. Oh, IB's the down. Oh, takes their turn back. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Get the corner.
So now, what do you do from here?
Yeah, we get the Secret Garden. Blocks all of it. Never mind. I'm sorry, Puddles. Gross with the wake up super, though. Finally representing it, saying, I'm done feeling this. Hey, I got one of those too.
Another.
Yep. Except you're in the corner. That means I get Okizeme after mine. There's the overhead.
Yep.
Another one. Yeah. Again, blocking all of Secret Garden. Hard.
Set point for Yosagi here. Nice far slash into Dara. Yeah, you just have to burst that. You don't want to give Ram anything. So now,
staying alive here.
Woof.
Yosagi fighting to get their run back here against Crocs, waiting in grand finals.
Oh, nice gold burst.
Yeah, out of the and starting to throw out those 2 S's and 2 H's too. I'm seeing, which I mean, haven't seen too many.
All
of
that
those.
meter though.
Yosagi is not a player to like jump at the air a lot, but starting to represent them.
All that meter though that
all the
have.
meter, yeah, trying to burn all the meter, trying to force the issue, and now stuck to the wall. Great confirm for Yosagi here.
Yeah,
the knockdown with the black beat. We used to take those. Doesn't have to RC that too far. Yeah, I like this. Just standing here, like, what are you gonna do?
Trying to set up some sort of position here.
Yeah, I mean, just setting up swords and just like Yosagi just perfectly happy, just poking him out with JP.
Oh, that going through 6P.
Yeah, Yosagi looking for the 6P on the far slash. Doesn't work out, though. Puddle's going to take this momentum. Going to have to make it count for something, though. Oh,
yeah.
4H Nash tries to be burst safe there. Yeah, an unfortunate taste of his own medicine. Yosagi's going to get back to grand finals from the loser side going up. Was that 3?
Yeah, that was 3-0.
Yosagi. I had to wait for that one to show up.
Yeah. Yosagi showing, and then it's like, all right.
All right, so grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. And again, we have hit our goal of $1,500, but I want to see how high we can go. Hit up that donation link. Please donate. This is for the great cause, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Great seeing you guys blow it up. I am amazed with the Rev 2 community. I love to see the extra community come out for charity like this. Love to see it. But we are in grand finals. Yosagi getting his run back on Crocs and Socks here.
But that's not a good start. Yeah, you got to spin your burst immediately. And Crocs already has 50 meter, and this FD isn't
that's
working
gonna
out.
burn it on a big hit here.
Yeah, and he's still got 25. Oh, good throw there, though, calling out whatever Crocs is going for.
Wow, actually he gets the jump in on the
calling out the Mappa.
Well, we definitely saw on the winner's side of things where Crocs, kind of the first few games, Crocs just kind of mauled Yosagi, but by the end, Yosagi was able to start like slowing down the game pace and start getting their own momentum back here. So maybe those adaptations started to come a little bit too late, but Yosagi's got the run back now.
Yeah. He has to win 6 games straight though against Crocs, who's
got an unblockable first DOT.
5?
Hey, yeah, you have to block that. No, it got blocked. That does not count. I'm sorry.
No, it's burst on. You said burst DOT.
Here's the thing. I don't want them to be doing burst dead on time just to take my money to charity.
That was actually a smart burst DOT though. That was actually a smart one. Give that one. That's 5. Anyways, Yosagi running this round. So now Crocs in the corner here. Yeah, Yosagi kind of getting something started this game. Whatever he thought of during that break, it's definitely working. So now...
Yeah, Yosagi getting the run back here. And the tech buttons, though, giving Crocs a little bit of time to come back.
Crocs but the
trade! Unfortunate. All right, fine. We'll count it as 5. You guys can stop doing your damn coffee pasta.
Yes, bully the Ama. Anyways.
Do it every other day anyway. All right, Yosagi taking game 1, but remember, Yosagi's on the loser's side of bracket. That means he's got to win these 3 games and then win another 3 games.
Yep. So now, good blocks here from Crocs. Yosagi definitely woke up. I don't know what Yosagi did during that break, but he thought about it and it's like, all right, I was not aggressive enough in the matchup. I just got mauled. Oh, Crocs slipping away from Johnny though. Yosagi getting these hits now.
Oh, bit of pushing there from Crocs. Okay, Crocs has got his momentum. Is he going to be able to maul? Gets the cross through. I'm not sure if that was crossing up a super.
That's what it was.
Hey, I got one of those too. Bye. RC's because, yeah, that was invincible. Johnny was invincible enough to get through that. That's why he PRC'd it. Alternatively, he might have been able to YRC and actually save himself from the block. But I mean, used the burst, got the round though.
This game sucks.
But I mean, if you're Yosagi, it's like you got Crocs' burst that round, right? Like you got a burst.
That's great, but it doesn't matter if you lose this game too. You're
Yosagi
getting hit by 6H by not FDing.
Immediately gets out. And unfortunately, I think this is going to be it for this round. He's going to get his burst back, but yeah, Crocs just goes to the air throw reset. Going to take it 1-1.
Oh.
That is 1-1. Yosagi got that first game quick.
I have to keep drink water, everybody. It's important.
I mean, we saw this in the winner's side where Crocs just kind of ran over Yosagi, but we see Yosagi's just fighting back a little bit more Abari, a little bit more backdash, and just kind of throwing Crocs off his game plan here. And I mean, once he gets momentum started, he can definitely kill people too.
Yep. So now, nice 6H there.
Backdash 6H. Johnny a little bit too heavy to get that combo on though.
Yep. But now Yosagi getting a knockdown here into another Bacchus side.
But just gets hit by the coin, gives him a free level for you.
So now, but look at how much proration that was.
Yeah, he has to use that though, because he's out of coins. All he's got now is sunscreen.
Oh, catching out the Danny Step though with that far slash.
Yeah, it's sunscreen. He gets sunscreen when he steals some Slayer.
Yep.
Slayer's a vampire, get it? Gets the clash for 5. Kicks Johnny's sword for the clash. Baits the wake up burst. Ready for it.
Oh, backdashing the bite. Yep.
Yeah, level 3 Johnny on deck, so he's gonna have some great pressure here.
Nice FD
BDC,
there.
yeah, BDC's to get through.
Hitting around.
Yeah, wasn't going for the upwards one, so just hope that the hitbox is big enough.
Oh, that was a brave blitz, and it definitely working out for Yosagi here. Crocs still got 50 meter and burst on deck.
That's the first time we've seen Yosagi throw out a blitz like that, and I mean this is their second set, so he's taken a while to start busting it out, but it's Crocs to start getting that fight now.
So
also, love Disease theme playing right now.
Oh,
that
very good.
Wake up, bite. You can't Oki me, sir. Get bit again. But Yosagi's showing they can mash out a nice stagger.
Absolutely. But all these under pressure from Crocs are adding up. The double cross up there.
It's caught IB in.
Oh, the far slash
into the far slash.
So now
knockdown.
Oh, teching into the coin, unfortunately.
Yosagi, good adaptation on the ad hoc combo here.
Woo!
Oh, it doesn't quite knockdown though.
But that IAD jump H from Crocs doing so much work.
That's super. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, you're dead.
6.
That's 6. Yeah, that was 100% goodbye.
Absolutely.
Because you can't blitz supers, and
Crocs just needs one more game.
Crocs needs one more game here to take it. He's up 2-0. Yosagi looking a lot stronger than he was, but Crocs I think starting to make the counter adaptations here, starting to get catching on to. Okay, you want to swing on me? All right, we're just going to change this up a little bit.
Yeah.
Wake up, super.
So now. Oh,
gets super. That's my name. All right.
Wear it out.
BDC's out of the close slash, but doesn't really get pressure off of it. But these dandy sets are going to pay off. And again, yeah, you want to Abare me? You want to see what happens when you try to Abare Slayer.
I wanted another burst dead on time. There was no reason to do it there whatsoever. He was dead 5 ways to Sunday, but I wanted it. Anyways, Yosagi getting the first hit in this game, getting a knockdown in the corner. I think he's... I don't know what level he's at right now.
I'll see if
he's level 2.
Level 2, yeah, I was looking right at that.
Yeah, I know. We stopped looking at the screen.
R slash to get the confirm though, but doesn't get the knockdown. But unfortunately, Mappa's into the Zwei.
Oh,
walks under the but then gets under.
That was a hot confirm.
But Mash is out of the sun.
Crocs is a pad player too. Crocs is a pad player. Keep that in mind.
But backdashes out away from the 2D and gets the punish.
Alright, this is still tournament point for Crocs right now.
Crocs, IAD's into BDC another one. Clash just too much.
Yosagi getting advantage right here though with another Zwei knockdown into OTG.
On that one loses on the tech buns. That 2K though, or that 5K, the best far slash in the game.
Tries to BDC through YYRC. It's very difficult.
Yeah, gets caught out in the corner here.
Oh,
yeah, with the level 3, has to respect this right now. Yeah, BDC's out. There goes
he's got a coin. He's got 1 coin. He can only get to level 2 now. This is really bad for Yosagi right now.
He has 50 meter though, so he can possibly make it confirm.
That's true, but if you spend it on that's my name,
and that's 6. Had to RC it actually. Never mind. Yeah, because we saw that earlier.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna count that one. But
the BDC Mappa, it gets caught in the corner.
Oh, Yosagi
keeps himself alive. This should be enough. No, not quite.
This is guess for tournament.
One last chance.
Guess for tournament, and you get hit by cross-up, and then
chance gonna get a bite, but we know he's good at mashing all those bites. The option 5K keeps him alive. Yosagi keeps himself alive for 1 more game. 2-2. Now again, Yosagi has to. Even if Yosagi wins this game though, that's still just a reset.
Oh, calling out Dandy Step with these 5Ks are working out so well for Yosagi right now. We're gonna have to see what Crocs does to try to deal with it.
BDC's out. Both of his jumps, so he still got caught in the corner. Throw him.
Nice. Good knockdown here, and Yosagi's got so much meter. Do his YYRC or however long he needs.
Yeah, good defense there, but gets caught by the low. Give me some sunscreen, thank you.
Yep.
Johnny, you got a big hat and sunglasses. What do you need that sunscreen for? Come on, get it back to the man. Thank you.
Now, Crocs has 1 chance. He just needs the burst. That's all he needs. You don't want to give Crocs... Oh, good
mash. Yeah, give me... Yeah, just like, listen, all I got is slap you a couple of times. Yosagi on reset point here.
Nice. Good Tiger Knee spit twice.
I mean,
that's what you get for taking my sunscreen.
Yosagi's proven they're really good at mashing out of that fight, but they're not up backing necessarily 100% every time. So Crocs is saying, okay, we'll play this RPS here.
Yep.
IPs, yeah, and Crocs
tries to go under the coin.
Yeah, gonna get sent to the corner for it. It's X Super!
X Super. Crocs, you're so sick. God, and then DOT.
DOT gonna be turning quick reset point here.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I am stressed right now for both of these players. Oh, IAD over the IAD.
Yeah, just like, listen, I know last round you beat me for starting the round with IAD. What if I do it again, though? You won't. Yeah. You're not going to do that again.
It'll be funny if this hits.
Oh, gets the trade. Gets the punish on the 2D. That's really bad.
This is really big. The burst is not an option yet.
Yeah, he'll get his first back. Unblockable setup.
No meter for Blitz.
Yeah, baits the burst. Doesn't give it to him.
It's a weird knockdown with Zwei, but tries to bait out the burst.
Give it to
burst dead on time.
And that's going to be it. That is 7. All right, we'll cut it
7. Because he used burst dead on time to kill.
Listen, I'm a damn player. I can't count more than 6. You know this. Anyway, that is Crocs for our tournament winner. Congratulations. Big shout outs to our Yosagi for taking second place here. And of course, shout outs to Puddles for taking the 3rd, and Blaze coming out making 4th place. Great shout outs to all of our players. Thanks for coming through. I'm going to post that donation link one more time in the chat. Let's get some donations here for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So remember, we're here for charity. Love to see you guys. We smashed out our goal here So I think our total here, we have $1,600. So great to see it. Before I do some final announcements and signing off here, I'm gonna bring a player into the chat. Just gonna let them take some words here. So just gonna bring him in here now. All right, you're live.
All right, I'm Data Zigbar. Last week, I asked Dama if we could do a charity stream because my mother took her life. We just had her funeral this week, and I'm so happy to see so many people watching, see so many people playing, and the fact that we got to $1,600. That just really helps make me happy that that's gonna go to a good place. Thank you all so much. GG's, everybody.
Thank you all once again for tuning in, for donating to the stream. This really means so much to all of us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone again who donated, everyone who tuned into the stream, everyone who spread the word. We really wanted to make this special and make this something amazing to come out. Make the Guilty Gear scene come out and to support this, because obviously this is really important and we really want this to be. Obviously, we hate to see it happen, and we never want it to happen, but we're happy that we can at least do something in this time. So thank you again, everyone. Zigbar, you know we're here for you, man. We all love you here. Happy to have you every single week you enter. Happy to have you supporting us. So, all right. Last final announcement, I think, before I give it over to Dane to do his final shoutouts and close this out. Thank you, Swiggin, for the $40 donation, by the way. And thank you all the donations coming in here. Adapt with the 50. Keep blowing up that donation tracker, but.
Let's get to 2K. Let's go.
We're right below $1,800 now.
We're at 1,795 now. I think we can hit 2K. But I'm going to say that starting next week, so starting Thursday the 21st, we're going to start doing a on-off week. We're starting to get a lot of players from both East Coast and West Coast. Now, this is a Midwest-based event, but we do want to make connections good for everyone. So starting next week, we're going to do our core Midwest group. You guys are always welcome. You guys are always happy to play here. This event is for you guys. We want to see you guys out here. But East Coast, everyone east of the Mississippi River, you're good to play on the 21st. Sorry, everyone west of the Mississippi River, you guys are going to wait for the 28th. So that's just how we're going to break this down. I think it's the best way to split this up, just to make sure everyone gets at least a decent connection. We don't want to have Cali fighting NY and delay-based netcode. No one's going to enjoy that, right? So.
Yep, and just as a reminder for that too, what we're going to start doing every first week of the month is we're going to do something fun. Either an exhibition like we did last week, a team tournament occasionally. We'll figure something out for next month, and then we'll just alternate weeks of West Coast and East Coast from there.
Yeah, I'm actually going to say that actually reminds me. We were planning on doing, I'm going to say, a 3v3 exhibition. So for the May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. So please check out and start thinking about, hey, who do I want to team with? Because we're going to have to announce that, but hopefully you guys got some teams ready. So we're going to do some 3v3 exhibitions. So if you guys got we're going to have some exhibitions. So if you guys get a 3-on-3 team and hit me up or hit one of our TOs up, and we'll be happy to try and see if we can't arrange some exhibitions going on here. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for announcements. Shoutouts again, Oxyacetylene for streaming. Make sure you give him a follow, or if you can, hit that subscribe button. Shoutouts to my wife, Jam Kisuke. She's been holding down the brackets in the background this whole entire time. Love her so much. She makes this all happen. Shoutouts to Dane to commentating for me, and shoutouts to all the players for coming by and putting matches on stream for us. Dane, I'll let you sign us out.
Yeah, I literally cannot say thank you enough. This whole TXT coming back, us doing these things, it really does mean the world to me to see people coming out for our streams, supporting Guilty Gear. Rev 2 for Rev 2. I think that's all I can say.
I think everyone should have let me win this time, if I'm going to be honest. But a bit of an oversight. We'll think about it next time.
Listen, I had the bracket. Your first round match is going to be Mondo Cosmo again. And I'm just like, as funny as that would be, we should
That would
not
be pretty
do
funny.
That would have been... It would have been a great stream.
Did you get teary-eyed and you hit me with that, Data Sigmar? You hit me with that? Alright. I see how it is.
You know how he is.
Oh,
Alright.
I thought it was pretty funny, in my opinion.
I'm fucking dying over here.
Alright, Oxy, take us out.
All right.
Goodbye, everybody.
I'll shut everyone up in a second. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for helping us raise all this money. It just hit $1,800. Thank you to whoever that was. Hang on.
Thank you,
It was
Ray,
Ray
for the $5 donation. We hit 1,800. We blew our goal away. I love you guys so much.
All right. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. All right. I just want to remind everyone watching that no feeling is final. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
But no one's gonna read them out again. Oh, please don't wait for me, darling. Stay out of the cold.